Hello and welcome all, one and all, to We Get to Play, another exciting episode here on Wanderer's Haven. I'm Kevin. I'll be your dungeon master, game master, whatever we want to call me today. I've been called worse. I'll be here today running a game for you all with these awesome, cool folks around me, some of which you've seen, some of which you are meeting for the first time today, but they are all amazing. And that's why we all get to play together. So, if you have not seen We Get to Play, what we do is it's a nice little show we do here on Wanderer's Haven where we actually take new games or perhaps games that we've never played before and we showcase them for you guys. So today we're going to do a one shot with one of my favorite games that is new to most of the folks here, Fantasy Age. Fantasy Age is a system that is created by Green Ronin Publishing. It's been around since like the 2000s ish, but it's awesome. They have a brand new updated edition that just came out. It's on pre-order right now if you want the hardcover, but the PDF is out there right now, and that's what we're playing. If you are not familiar with it, we'll learn as we play along. We're going to be diving into this adventure, but first, let's meet everybody today. As I mentioned, I'm Kevin. I'll be your game master today, and we're going to go right around as we see him on my screen. So no pressure or anything. Adela, hello. How are you? Welcome to the big show.
Adele. I am going to be playing Jillian Tidewaters, but I see that I didn't give my middle name, so it just says Jillian Waters on my token. She is a spicy little, let's see, halfling.
Ah,
Spicy little halfling. Had to, this is new to me. And she is coming out for some adventures, loves all things the salty sea dog way, and is excited for a new adventure. As far as socials, you can probably find me on Bella B Now on Twitter or Bella B Clothing on Instagram. And that'll do it.
absolutely. Yeah, well, cool. Thanks for being here. It's always good to share the virtual table with you. So I'm excited to see you again. Next on my screen is everybody who you know and love. You've seen Jeremy on here many a time. He's the man with the original master plan of Wanderer's Haven. Jeremy, what's up, buddy?
Oh, me? No, just
Yeah,
kidding. I'm Jeremy.
you're
You can
the
find
only
me
one here.
here. You can find me right here on this channel, Wanderer's Haven. You can also find me on Twitter at WHPubs. I am playing Nariman. I almost forgot my own name. Nariman, he's an elven fire mage. And I don't know how much his backstory is going to get into this, but I was just like, yeah, backstory the heck out of this, which probably had nothing to do with today's story. But back to you, Kevin.
All right, well, cool. Thanks. I'm excited to see Naramin in action. Uh, Matt is up next. Matt, who we play with as well on Star Trek Adventures. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Yeah, great to be playing with you again. I will be playing Gregor Saltstone, more affectionately known to the crew as Doc, who is a dwarven butcher, barber, dentist, and ship's surgeon of our fine vessel, with a little bit of assist from some arcane healing and heroism magic.
I love everything about that. Amazing, amazing. Where can they find you on the socials, man?
On Instagram and Twitter at Workinman, which is WZERORKINMAN.
Excellent.
I'm not, maybe the most active social media user, but I'm working on upping that game a little bit.
I mean, I tag you in the post anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Add that activity.
So.
And if you like fish or anything fishing related, this is the guy to follow.
Fair.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll maybe have to feature some of that today then. Maybe we'll see if I can fit that in. Fishing. I'm writing a note. We'll see what happens with that. But
No pressure.
yeah, right. All right, coming up next, you've seen him on the channel before. Sid, what's going on, man? Looking very studious today.
Yeah, screens hurt my eyes sometimes, so
Yeah,
glasses, blue light.
I feel you, brother.
Hi, I'm Sid. You could find me on the socials at _Sundance Sid, and today I'll be playing. Also, I almost forgot the name. Roman Geppetto, human rogue. I am the ship's how we say quartermaster. Yeah, question mark, exclamation point, quotes. I'm the human rogue.
EM dash.
And,
M dash.
real dash, couple dashes.
Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, we'll see.
Maybe there's a PhD thrown in there. I'm not sure, but
Esquire.
yes, for sure.
The
Esquire,
third.
amazing.
But yeah, so I'll be playing Roman Geppetto, ship's quartermaster, item procurer, words. Anyways,
Mhm.
So if we need
that's
shit, we go to
pirate.
you.
Usually, if you need shit, I could get shit.
Excellent.
Depends.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Let's see where this adventure takes us.
Oh yes, for sure, absolutely. Well, cool. Good to share the table with you again today. Finally, we're gonna, I saved the best for last. Well, we're gonna play with a friend of mine who we played recently together on RPG Academy. Christine, who is a master supremo of Fantasy Age, she's gonna help us tell this awesome adventure today. Christine, tell us a little bit about yourself, since you're new here on Wanderer's Haven today.
Hi, I'm Christine. Today I'm playing the human warrior Ash Carmine. She is all about adventure, and she's the palest sailor you're ever going to see. Redhead, pale skin, never sunburns, but never seems to tan. Not sure where she's from, but nobody's sure where she's from. Neither is she. But adventure and action are her trade. Yeah, and I'm an RPGer from a long way back. My only real social at the moment is I stream on Twitch. So I'm at SteenGeek01 and I stream a variety of video games, and I also talk everything nerdy from RPGs to current media, all sorts of stuff. So
Excellent. Want to see some cool Elder Scrolls videos? That's the place to go. Love it. Cool. All right, so that's everybody, and we'll dive in. Yeah, today we're playing Fantasy Age, as I mentioned. It is going to be a game that we're going to kind of, like I said, tell you all how to do it while these folks learn how to do it. So let's begin, shall we? Our adventure today begins in the seas, the blue, cool water of the oceans of the vast world here surround a single ship making its way across the ocean away from the continent where they recently had a bit of business and the crew came together. It's been a few weeks as you've traveled across the icy, cool waters. It's, we'll say, midsummer, why not? And as you have been making your way towards the east to a chain of islands known as the Serpent's Teeth, 4 specific islands in a chain that jut up out of the water in this area. The Serpent's Teeth are an old island chain and one that have been known to have a little bit of some business on them. There is a single city at the base of the largest of these islands, an island known as Aval, and this city is Freeport. It's a freebooting city that was once a pirate town that has now gone legit, and it is where folks and sailors of all different walks of life can come together, trade goods, trade stories, and perhaps even get up to some dubious activities if they so desire. So, as your ship is making its way through the waves, let's take a moment. First off, as a group, what is the name of your ship?
I was just about to ask that.
I will leave that up to you all because you are the crew.
So are we pirates or like closer to privateers?
I mean,
Wow.
are we the gentleman pirate?
That depends on who's asking.
privateers,
True.
because we're kind of legit depending on who's paying us.
Sure. I like that. Yeah, you're a privateer ship, hired out perhaps to locate items, I guess, from time to time.
Oh man,
So-
we need a sea shanty
Oh,
next
I love
time.
that. Bonus points for a sea shanty, I think, for sure.
The whaling sturgeon.
Ooh.
Sure.
The Wailing Sturgeon. I love it. I love it.
Sure, that sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Wailing is in like crying loudly or like hunting whale.
No, it's another fish that hunts whales. It's actually a gigantic sturgeon.
Yeah. Huge ass sturgeon.
It shoots
Amazing,
light
yeah.
lasers out of its eyes. It's crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Laser
start with an
beams.
E.
I love it.
So it's spelled with an E. You know, so
Whaling sturgeon. Not surgeon.
Surgeon.
We don't want
Sturgeon.
surgeons here.
Sturgeon.
The whaling surgeon.
The whaling surgeon.
If somebody's really messed up.
Right? Maybe it is named after our surgeon, and it's you like sing really well, of course. You sing really well during surgeries to cover the screams.
A sawbones that can sing.
Right.
I love it. That's nifty. Well, Matt, we're gonna have you have to have a sea shanty ready by the time we come back from midway break. So get thinking on that. As your ship is making its way, as the whaling sturgeon is making its way through the ocean, making your way to the east, there is one of you who we will find up in the crow's nest. Who would that be today?
Roll off.
Oh, sure, I'll go up.
Okay, so Christine, if you could, as we come down in, we view down out of the sky, and we see your character up in the crow's nest. Please take a moment to tell us, who are we going to see when we see Ash Carmine up in the crow's nest?
Ash is fairly tall human. She's got long red hair, pale skin, green eyes. Typically wears a leather vest and comfortable pants for plenty of movement. Probably isn't even actually wearing her boots right now because it's a lot easier to climb without the boots on.
Sure.
Out there, no hat, and just gazing around intently. She's not going to let her crew down.
I love that. Well, as you are here within the crow's nest, we're going to have you go ahead and make the first roll of today's session. If you could, please, make me a perception seeing roll. All the rolls in this game, folks at home, are going to be done the same way. We're going to roll 3d6 or 3 six-sided dice. What we're going to do is one of these 3 dice is going to be designated different than the others, either a different color, have different pips, be a different size, whatever you prefer. When you roll the dice, you're going to total up the number, try to beat a target number. Whatever the number on that off-color die will generate what's called stunt points if you generate doubles on any of the 3. So, Christine, what did Ash roll for us then on this seeing test?
Of all things, a 9 with trip 3s.
Okay. Well, I think that this is a pretty easy thing to spot, which is a target number of 9, so no problem there. As you look out over the ocean, Ash, you begin to see in the horizon that there is a slow fog that begins to drift along the edge and the surface of the water. It slowly begins to creep its way, almost as if it is a rolling breeze, a wind, as it were, that is slowly making its way across the ocean towards the ship. You notice it's coming not super fast, but fast enough for you to take note of it and to begin to see that deep within the recesses of the fog, there is a little bit of a dark, almost as if it's bringing the non-midday light with it. It's a little concerning.
Oh. Well, with the stunt points, I'm looking at exploration. The object of your attention. We receive a +1 bonus to further test to determine or perceive additional aspects of the object of your test until the time or venue changes.
Oh, very cool. Very
So,
cool.
want to look carefully at what is coming in that fog bank.
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead and make another test then with that bonus that you just acquired.
Oh, nice. Oh. 15.
Oh, yeah. You see that within the fog, there is actually a shadow that pretty much looks like the shadow of a ship. What can best be described as, imagine a ship lit at night with the moon behind it, a silhouette, as it were, is cutting through this fog, making its way towards your vessel.
Fog bank. Ship incoming in the fog bank. I go scrambling down to get my boots and the rest of my gear.
Absolutely. And as she begins climbing her way down, we're going to have it be that Roman, since you're the quartermaster, you take heed of her call. And what do we see when, as she climbs down, our view zooms over to you?
Well, at the back of the ship is the aft, right?
Sure.
It's the aft. So I'm back, and the fog is coming from the port or starboard, left or right. Yeah,
It's
I know
coming
ship
from.
terms.
Yeah, I love it. See, I need a little
Straight
chart
ahead.
in front of me.
Straight
It's
ahead.
coming from the ahead of you and off to the left slightly.
All right, so I'm on that side, probably at the back of the ship, hanging off Jim Hawkins style,
Nice,
just
nice.
looking
Love that
over.
reference.
And what you see is so Roman is a tall individual, shoulder to mid shoulder, right between the shoulder blades length, black dreads tied to the back, comfortable, easy to move in pants, boots, coat, looking as piratey as possible, and a sword on his hip and a pistol in his grip, and
Love it.
ready to get to action. I'm just looking out.
Hmm. Well, since Ash called out this fog, you look out in the direction that she pointed before she started to climb down. You do see it coming as well. You don't notice the ship quite yet, but you do see this fog rolling in across the surface of the ocean. And it is, now that you're down lower, you get a little bit better view of it. You see that the speed of it has picked up a little bit. It's starting, you would guess, on an intercepting course with your vessel, with the Whaling Sturgeon.
This is suspicious, and yeah, everything was called out. So just turn and I call out to everyone and say, "All right, we got company," and I move to the front. Make my way to the front.
Absolutely. So as you cross to the front of the ship, the prow, is it stern, or am I getting the names right? You're going to the stern of the stern.
Prow front, stern is the back.
Sure.
Yeah, the bow.
You know
and
what?
the
Kevin's
bow.
like, I'm gonna run a sea game, and then not find out what the sections of the ship is. That's great call there. You go to the front. We'll make it real layman's terms here. You go to the front of the ship, and as you do, you pass two individuals who split off from the center, going to each side of the ship to go to their work at large to get ready for incoming company, as you mentioned. So Adela and Matt, what do your characters look like? What do we see as the two of you come into view?
Jillian Tidewaters is a halfling, kind of spunky. She's got green leather pants and other leather accoutrements to keep her safe. She does have a short sword, very stabby.
Sure.
She's a fighter, so she's ready to scrap. She's super excited to scurry around. So she's a little bean.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Gregor Saltstone, better known as Doc to everybody around him, is a pretty short statured but very broad of shoulder and chest dwarf, with really thick, dark, dreadlocked hair and beard, tied back with a red bandana, gold like loops kind of connecting, like tying his beard together, a couple of gold rings on his fingers, and wearing a brown leather, somewhat questionably stained up apron.
Okay.
And just kind of a very, like rolled up sleeved white bleached linen shirt. He's got kind of at his belt and in his apron at all times, he's got a pair of pretty crude looking pliers, a collection of sharp looking knives, and a cleaver, and then kind of always dangling from his hip at the ready is his stout wooden spiked morning star.
Excellent.
He's going to kind of go to his station, which is at the back of the ship, and roll out his surgeon's tools, kind of prepare some things, strap some things down, and then rush forward to the front, grabbing his morning star in hand, preparing for action.
I love that. Absolutely. So as Gregor goes running towards the front after grabbing his equipment, he's going to move past Ash as she tightens the rest of her boots up. And then there is a figure who emerges from a passenger's quarters, somewhere down below this top deck of the ship. And as we see this elf figure emerge, Jeremy, tell us exactly, what does Neriman react? How does he react to the fact that something is amiss?
So walking out of this passage, he sets down the bucket and the rag that he was using to wipe down the quarters back there. Looks around. You see a fairly tall elf. His skin is very tan at this point. All of you remember the first week or so, how burned he was after joining the crew. But he's really kind of shown that he does know what he's talking or what he's doing on a ship. From long ago, though, it took him some warming up. But now he's very well tanned. His hair is actually bleached. It was bright red when he joined you, dyed that color. And since then it has grown out and bleached, and so there are just like some ends that still retain that redness. He has some robes and such on that have seen better days. They're not falling apart yet, but they are definitely not pristine like the quartermaster's outfit. And I look around and not really sure what's going on because I didn't hear. I'm going to head over and there's some rope that needs to be spooled. And I'm going to start spooling the rope very methodically, making sure it's as in perfect circles as it can be.
Okay, yes, absolutely. So the five of you now on the deck together, you see this rolling fog is creeping ever closer to the ship. And as it gets just to the edge of the whaling sturgeon, you see that it begins to spread small little tendrils that begin to poke out, almost like fingers reaching for the sides of your ship. They start to climb up and over, and you actually do see that they cling to the side of the ship. They begin to roll around the top of the railing, and you can feel that the ship has a little bit of a lurch, that something is connected to it almost. And at this moment you look up, Ash, as you stand up and you are ready. You have your sword in hand now, and you see that in fact the ship that you saw, the silhouette, it cuts out of the dark within the fog, and it seems to be a large vessel about the same size as your own, and it scrapes and juts across the side of your ship, scraping across the left side, and you all are quickly met with a crew that has pulled up alongside your vessel. They are silent as the grave. If you all could make me, please, a perception test. Now, what's nice about perception, there are different focuses for different attributes, abilities. So what you can do is you can kind of decide what you want to do. If you have a focus in anything, you get a +2. So let's say you had a focus in hearing. I can tell you what you hear. If you have a focus in, some of them are interesting, like tasting. I don't know, maybe the air tastes weird, who knows. But a perception test of some sort if you have a focus. If not, just a perception test. Again, this is 3d6. Add together, please.
I do have a perception, a focus in seeing, and all of my dice rolled 6s. So I don't know how that is for the first roll, but I rolled 666.
I love that. So yes, you rolled all 6s. That's max. You're going to add your ability score. What is your score in perception?
0.
0. Okay, that's fine. So that's going to be 18. Plus, you have said a focus in seeing.
Yep.
A 20. That is a mega awesome roll. You can see nigh impossible things. So what you specifically see is that everyone on the ship, looks like there are 6 figures that are here on the ship. They all lurch and move around strangely. Their bodies do not seem to be fully intact. And you know without a doubt that these sailors that have crashed into your ship are the dead. Zombified sailors that walk and lurch across the deck of their ship. And you can see that they all have a little bit of a menace to them. There is one towards the back of the ship that you can see has some sort of strange glowing about his eyes and part of his chest. Almost as if there is a strange magic effect from within that is seeping through the holes in his skin and body.
Do we have a captain?
Do you have a captain?
Well, seeing the quartermaster, I would edge forward and let him know.
All right. So he comes up to you, he lets you know of this.
What should we do?
Where's the captain? That's fine. To say.
He was down below last time I saw.
Why is
It could be some time before he comes up. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna roll something very quickly here. Naramin, you know, because you just came up from down below, that the captain of this vessel, he is not very good of a captain. He tends to be in his drink more than he tends to be captaining.
Yeah.
So you know that he is down below and he is drunk as a skunk. And yeah, he's not waking up anytime soon.
Yeah.
You can actually maybe partially hear his snoring through the deck of the ship right now.
Yeah, he won't be joining us anytime soon.
So Quartermaster, that makes you in charge for the time being. So what would you like to do? What do you guys want to do with this?
I'm gonna pass on the responsibility. I'm gonna turn around. All right, we got dead. Ash, you're first, mate. Captain is ahead. What are we doing?
I got promoted? Really?
Nice.
As of
can
just
see
now.
You should totally be our captain. Captain Ash.
You seem to know what you're doing.
For the perception, I did roll a 14 with double 4s.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Or on my stunt die.
Yes, you definitely notice that they are undead as well. And you said you want to use some stunts?
I noticed the upper hand. If your discoveries lead to combat within a moment or two, you receive a +3 bonus on your initiative. So I'm looking at, how are they like looking like they're going to board? What kind of weapons do they have? That kind of thing.
Right, definitely. Well, real quick, on the perception check that everybody did anybody roll below a 12? I'm sorry, 13.
I got a 9.
Okay.
I've got a 13 with double 3s.
Okay.
I've got a 16, so no.
Okay. So, Roman, you were the only one not to notice that these guys are undead. Everybody else did notice that. And Naramin, like I said, you noticed that strange light in the one of them. But Ash, yeah, you are ready. And I'm going to say that you do notice that as these undead pirates begin to move into a position to try to begin to board your ship, you are ready for combat. As we move on over to the first of our combat mats today, which is provided by Dr. Mapzo, pretty cool looking map. We're going to do some battle mapping here. If you guys want, you can go ahead and take control of your tokens. You are the lighter ship on the top here. You can put yourselves wherever you think you'd like to be. I'm not going to force you to be anywhere specific. And the ship on the bottom will be the undead dudes. They're positioned kind of the way they are positioned, but in this moment, oh, we got a baby pirate coming in. Hello, so cute.
So I'm seeing a water map,
A water map.
and that's it. There's like 5
Nice.
grayed out areas.
I've seen a lot of notes that say unable to find owner asset. Something like that.
I'm gonna reload.
Interessante. Let me see something very quickly here.
Also,
Yeah,
since
maybe
I'm
we'll
the
find
only one. I'm the only one that didn't know that they were undead. And then Naramin came up and said, "Hey, we got undead." I'm like, "Where?
Right?
Yeah.
Where are they?
I just knew who to go. Oh, they're the ones on the
Kill
ship.
them all.
Where are they?"
Over there. They're over there on that ship over there. No, not that way. That way.
Definitely facing the other way. I only see regular guys. Where are the undead?
I yell out, "Prepare to be boarded!"
Oh, yes.
And then I turned
You're
to
gonna
Naramin.
make me take charge. I'm gonna take charge.
Yep.
Mm.
So be prepared to be boarded. I turned to Naramin and said, "All right, we don't have any time for these dead. We have to take care of who's coming on the ship."
I don't see any of you in our Owlbear Rodeo VTT that we were playing with today. You guys all clicked on the link and are in there?
Yeah, I am giant fire beetle.
Ocean, huh?
Yeah.
I hope I did.
Poisonous snake.
Poisonous snake.
Yeah, when we joined, it assigned us giant fire beetle and giant poisonous snake.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
think Camel and Azer are the other
I'm
people
Azer.
that are here.
I'm
I-
Camel.
That's
I
fun.
can't-
You know what? What did I do then?
I don't know, but we used the link.
I mean, that's just our nicknames, right?
Right.
Best
Sure.
GM ever, everybody. Right here, everybody. How much what's going on?
I'm
into
a
it.
ghoul.
But that is okay. So, in this moment, as you see the pirates beginning to come in together while I'm figuring this out, let's have you all roll an initiative roll.
Okay.
Initiative is a focus that is found underneath dexterity. And so, again, if you have a focus on that, you get a +2. Ash, you're going to get a +3 because of your ability that you
I needed
mentioned.
Do you add your dexterity as well?
Yes, every die roll you're going to make, you're going to roll 3d6 plus whatever you have for that specific ability. If you have a 0, you have a 0. If you have a negative, you have a negative. And then focus, you get a +2.
Okay, weirdest roll ever.
Hey,
My
you wanna-
total is a 12 with double ones.
What?
Interesting.
I've got a 9 with a double of 2. That makes sense.
I got that's that.
Not that the doubles really matter on initiative. Still, it's funny.
Yeah, I got 8 with a double of 1. So
All right, so Sid got Roman got an 8, and we had Jillian. What did you get? I'm sorry. I heard you say something, but I didn't write it down.
I got a
Let's see. 9 with a double of 2.
9 and Ash
12.
12. Okay,
so the
There.
stun points
11.
11. And Gregor is ninja.
Yeah, we don't need to do anything with stunt points on initiative.
Yeah,
No, no,
there's not
One,
really anything
one
with
roll
stuff
that
with-
never uses it besides.
And we
I,
have
I, I just
5 with a double of 1.
5. Okay, and
I
then
got a 5.
these folk.
and then the stun points are generated after you roll and get a double on any dice, and then whatever is on your stun dice is the amount you generate.
That's correct. Yep. Yep. You got it.
And except for initiative doesn't use it. All right.
Correct.
Good to know. I'm going to
Okay,
forget that
so-
in about 30
Mhm.
seconds, so.
Jesus Christ.
It looks like the owlbear problem is on me. I'm not sure what's going on, but
Oh no, I can't see anything either.
I think I'm like in a different game than you all.
There. And this black dog goes there. And then we
Well,
make
we're
a pony.
playing Blade Runner. What are you playing?
Oh, that's it right there.
Blaze in the dark.
Right? This is a great time to mention that our minis were made by or
Yes.
on Hero Forge. You can head over following the link that I'm about to share and also make minis on Hero Forge.
Which is the most fun thing.
I do enjoy it.
This was my very first time using Hero Forge.
Oh,
It was
really?
fun.
Nice.
It's like a cool video game character creator.
Yeah,
but
I find
for
it quite relaxing. I could just sit there all day.
Yeah, I like to play with it all the time and just make characters to make characters.
Right?
Well, I'm not sure what's going on with my owlbear rodeo. I mean, I've got like 4 maps. I've got all kinds of figures. You guys aren't seeing any of that?
I can see the water, and I can see
Yeah.
like grayed out tokens that are, I'm
Amazing.
guessing, are us. But
Amazing.
for
Cool.
this, we could do near, far, and really far, near, close, and far, something.
That's okay. We're going to switch over to Theater of the Mind. Here we go. So, with that being said, Ash, you're going to be first. Now, Ash, you are prepared for battle, as we mentioned before. You're the lookout. You are ready for things of this nature. So, you are going to be first up. On your turn, everybody, you're going to have a major action and a minor action. Major action are things like attacking, casting a spell, things like this. And then there's minor actions, which are going to be things like want to aim, I want to pull something out of my pocket, things of this nature. There's also special moves too, things like charging or readying something, are all detailed, and we'll kind of work through these together. So Ash, what would you like to do to start this off?
Well, first off, I am activating my dual weapon style so that I get the +1 bonus on my melee attack rolls,
Nice.
since I have the dual weapon style. And I am heading up to the rail to be ready to intercept the first of the undead to try to set foot on our ship.
Absolutely. So yeah, you run over there. Yeah, you have your sword at the ready, and as you get to
Sword
where
and dagger.
Oh, sword and dagger. So, yeah, you have them both. You are ready to go, and right where you get to where the two ships meet, you see that there is one of the undead who comes closer. He's lurching and scrambling forward, so he's not quite there. But Naramin, you will be next.
All right. Well, having not really been paying attention to what was going on until it happened, I don't have any of my stuff on me, but I am holding this bucket.
Okay.
And what I want to do is try and throw the bucket at, like you said that they're starting to like come across, they're trying to like board. Is there a gap in between our ship and theirs? Have they thrown like the gangplank over? Are they just trying to jump across?
For the most part, there are sections of the ships that there is a small break. We'll say 4 yards, which is basically 2 squares on a battle map.
Gotcha.
And what you have is specifically there is a section right in the front where their prow is, where that fog has come over and has latched on. So there's not really a gangplank per se, but there is a section where the two ships are touching.
Yeah.
Pretty much right where Ash is standing.
Well, what I want to do is go up to that area and wait until one of them tries to come over and then nail that one in a way not to do damage with this bucket, but to throw them off balance and knock them into the water is my hopes.
Cool. I love that. All right. So you're going to ready in action?
Yeah.
For when they come closer. Very cool. Okay. Next up will be Jillian.
Oh, Jillian is so sprightly. She is going to take her long bow at the, and scurry up one of the ropes to get kind of a high vantage point leading down, and then bring it to the ready for, anything that's coming through. Also, side question, do we know that any of our people have, like, powerful abilities of any sort? Because Jillian's just kind of a scrapper, but she's no dum-dum. She can realize that maybe dealing with the undead, maybe the arrow might not kill them.
Right. Yeah, I think definitely you all know each other's capabilities. You all have been traveling together for some time. The newest of which is Naramin, but you at least know that he's a mage. Maybe he's cast some fire spells to cook some food or something on the ship.
Sweet.
That's about it. That's about what you've seen. He hasn't like blown anything up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you know people have capabilities for sure.
Okay. Jillian's also going to kind of like point directly to him and be like, "You make things happen." As she's screwing up. Set to the ready.
Alrighty. So Roman, you will be up next, sir. What would you like to do in this moment as battle is about to be joined?
Can I see how many enemies are over there?
Yeah, you can see all 6 of them now.
All 6?
Yep.
And they're coming over. And we got I jump ships. I want to get over there.
Okay, cool.
So if all of them are like walking one way to try to get on our ship, I want to jump over and kind of get behind of them.
Yeah.
For a moment when you said jump ship, I thought you meant like abandoned ship, and I'm like,
Oh,
no,
no.
it's not time for that yet.
Maybe there were more. It depends. But yeah, that's what I do. Right, I just want to get over there, get behind them.
Sure. Yeah, so as you move up to the edge of the ship, let's go ahead. Let's have you make either a strength might roll, or excuse me, a strength jumping roll, or you can do a dexterity acrobatics roll.
I'll do dexterity. So whatever roll we add, whatever is the number next to those. All right, just make it.
Yep.
Yeah,
3d6 plus your number next to your score there. And again, if you have a focus, like if you have the jumping or the acrobatics, you get a +2.
Okay, let me ask you this: can I swing over? Can I? Because I have a focus in riding. So can I swing over there and that's just me riding the rope over to the ship.
Well, riding's really more like riding like a horse, a beast of
Yeah.
burden, things of this nature.
I tried.
Yeah, it's a great idea though. I love it.
All right, this that is a 12. 12
Okay.
with doubles on the 2. So that's a lot of extra points.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, you jump up. There's a rope that's hanging low enough that you grab it. You swing across, and as you cross over to the other ship and land right on their front deck, there is an undead who you land right next to. And as you land right next to him, he was about to cross over onto your ship, and Ash would have intercepted him. But because you land pretty much right next to him, he slowly turns his head towards you, and with a snarl, he swings a rusted cutlass at you.
Oh, these are the undead. That makes sense.
All right.
Not a rusted
So-
cutlass.
Roll a
Tetanus.
3d6, and the target number is going to be against your defense score. He rolled 2 plus 5 is 7 plus 3 is 10. What is your defense score?
My defense scores a 12.
Okay. So he swings the cutlass, and you bring your sword up and deflect it out of the way. There is a little bit of a glimmer across the edge of your blade as it knocks his aside, and he just snarls as he continues to move and being a little bit nasty. That's his turn. There are other ones that are around you, and as they start to move in forward, you can see that they all have a similar kind of mindset to be attacking and trying to be nasty towards you all. Alrighty. But that is all of the actions that they're going to take for this time. So, Gregor, you are last in the round. Not a problem. But go ahead. What would you like to do?
I am going to raise up my Morning Star and pound it on like the nearest like barrel to me, and just like pound, pound, pound. Like, courage me, hearties. May your blades be sharp and true, and may your spells be swift and deadly. And I'll do some swirling, and just like a little bit of a glow kind of pops out of me. And I'm going to cast Hero's Might. And it's gonna
yes.
2 targets within 6 yards of me, which I think, Roman, you may have just swung over to the other ship. Is that right?
Yes.
He did.
You may not be there anymore, but I think Ash and Jillian are still close enough to me.
Oh, definitely.
And I have to roll for this. I can't. It says it costs 5 MP, major action, TN 12, and test none.
Right. So, specifically, how some of the spells within the system are going to actually require you to roll to see if they succeed. Others do not.
Mhm.
So, what you'll find is on there is an MP cost or magic points. Every spell costs magic points. You actually roll to see if they succeed with a spellcasting check.
Okay.
So yours, however, says test none. So that means that basically when you cast it, like people you're casting it on, I guess you could say, it's basically it's a nice spell, I guess you could say. It's not an attack spell. It's not something that's going to harm people. So there's not really a test against it per se. What does the TN say on it though?
12.
12. So you need to roll a spellcasting check, which is going to be using. You should have on your sheet there. I believe yours is going to be.
I get a +1 for my something or other. 3d6 1 is my casting roll.
Well, there you go. Yep, 3d6
Oh,
plus 1.
that's not so great. I got a grand total of 4 with
Okay.
double ones.
So what happens is as you cast the spell, the magic fizzles out. It doesn't quite work, unfortunately. There's some sort of evil malaise over the other ship that it didn't quite let your magic seep through. The magic points, the 5 magic points, do still go off. They fade away, but the spell is not currently successful. Now, you do get those back. It's not like those are gone forever or anything like
Okay.
that.
That'll bummer. You
And
guys,
that is your
the thing
major
cast
action.
on you see kind of like a
Right, yeah, that just fizzles
no
out.
feels during a special. That's too bad.
Alrighty. Well, that's a great first round. You want to move it all? Does anybody else want to move it all? Everybody good? Okay, cool. All right, back to the top then. Ash, you are standing at the front near that gangplank connection point, I guess you could say.
Are any of them up there or right near their end of the gangplank?
Yeah, there is the one that is right there next to your friend, Quartermaster Roman, and there are other ones that are beginning to move forward. You
Okay.
could cross over and hit that one that is towards Roman.
Yep,
if you wanted to.
that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna attack with my rapier. Oh, triple fives.
Oh, I love that.
So 14 total, or 19 total.
Excellent. Yeah. So you cross over onto the other ship. You just run across the spot where the two ships are touching. And as you move across, you can see that fog is kind of like fingers are kind of trying to writhe up towards you, but your boots, you're too quick. You get over onto the other ship, swing your sword down, and you slice right into the one right next to Roman. So what is the damage for your weapon?
Well, it's a d6 plus 3, plus I
Okay.
get 2 for my strength, plus I want to use my 5 points for a lethal blow, an extra 2d6 on my attack.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
15.
15 total?
Mhm.
Very nice, yeah. So as you come down and your sword cleaves into this guy, you see that it slices through undead flesh. And Roman, the guy right next to you, as Ash lands on the deck next to you, the guy gets knocked straight down to the deck, and she takes this guy out.
Haha.
Looked like you could use a little help.
I welcome it. Not that I need it, but it's welcome.
Absolutely. So, awesome. Teamwork is making the dream work as usual. All right, Nariman, you are still standing up there with your bucket at the ready. The new round has come, so your ready to action is kind of lost at this moment, but you were able to do what you would like to do.
Well, my quarterstaff, my walking stick, is down to my quarters, so I look around and I see one of those grappling poles that you use to, like, hook onto other ships with and stuff. And so I'll
Absolutely.
grab that, and I'm going to follow them across. As I jump over, I see one of them that is directly there is now down. Is it down and not moving?
Yeah.
Okay, because, I mean, it's
never
undead,
know.
so you never
Yeah,
know. Right. Then I will step up next to my friends, and I will ready an action to... it's more of a stab than a bash at one that comes within range.
Gotcha. Okay, so you move over, you ready an attack for if one comes in at you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Jillian is over on the main ship still. She takes a glance over at Gregor, whose magic fizzled out around her. Maybe she shrugs a little bit. We'll come back to Adela. Oh, she's back. She's back in action. I love it.
Perfect
All right.
timing. Perfect timing.
That is for her timing.
All right. Okay, so Jillian is gonna go ahead and so who's the closest in like eye range for her, like closest bad guy?
There are 5 of them over on the other ship still. Looks like I'm missing a token. That's I'll fix that in a second. Nobody can see it anyway. The other 5 that are over on the other ship, they are all kind of roughly the same distance, or like in the middle of the ship, I guess you could say.
Okay. So would say like within 52 yards, because that's what my range is for the longbow that I got. I would just
Yep.
like to pluck off the closest one to me. So it looks like it's I get to add 6 to my attack roll.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I love that.
Got 9, 10, 11, 15, and 21 with a double 2.
There's no doubles. So the
Or no.
doubles happen if you actually get
Oh,
doubles. Then
okay,
you-
never mind. 21.
21. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, your arrow flies true, and it does sink right into the chest of one of these zombified pirates that are coming up upon Roman and upon, let's see, who Ash is over there. They come running up towards them, and yeah, you sink the arrow in his chest. What is the damage for that, please?
6 damage.
6. I love that.
Huzzah!
And it lurches, and its trajectory moves as it kind of stumbles over off to the side. It slinks down to a knee, but starts to push itself up, grabbing onto what looks like an old, dilapidated ballista of some sort that's attached to the ship, no longer working. It starts pulling itself back up on it to get to its feet.
What?
And Roman, you're over there in the midst of all this. That thing was coming up right upon you. So you look, it's just, a short distance away from you, about 4 yards.
So question: how many stunt points how many stunts can we do per turn?
When you are using stunt points, you can use as many stunt points as you have generated. So that means you can do any number of stunts together as long as it equals that total. So if you have 5, you could do one that's 5, one that's 3, one that's 2, one that's 4, one that's 1, etc.
Okay.
Some of the stunts let you use multiple points. Like there's one called
Sure,
Skirmish,
yeah.
for example, that lets you push people distances. You can do multiple points to push them further, things of this nature. So yeah, it's entirely up to you. And that's how the game kind of gets fun and cool and cinematic, is because you can just kind of mix and match and choose and have your stunts be something unique and different.
All right. Second question: how close is Ash to me?
Ash is pretty much right next to you at this point. She just crossed over onto the ship.
Right. Okay. Cool. So last question: does the flintlock or pistol have to be on the character sheet for me to use it?
Yeah, you have a pistol. That's fine.
Cool. All right, so this is what I'll do. That one that's struggling to get back up, I make a attack on it with my sword.
Okay. So you cross that short distance over to it.
Yes. And then I just
Swing the sword down.
That is a this will be fighting, right?
It's going to be whatever the it's a sword.
yes,
So it's going to be a fighting roll.
Those two. Never mind.
Well, what kind of sword is it? I guess it does matter.
It was a rapier, like what I got.
Okay. Yeah, so that is that's going to be a excuse me, accuracy roll, because it should be right on your character sheet with these pre-generated characters. Whatever your cost is.
Yeah, I have a long sword, but I chose to have a rapiers. I just
Sure.
Either way, if it's accuracy, then it is a.
What's whatever's on your character sheet.
All right, I'll use. I'll use a long sword. Yeah, I'll use a long sword.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a long rapier. 4, 8, 9 plus 2, 11.
Okay, yeah.
Doubles into 4.
Yeah, so as you stab down into the guy, you hack into him and you generate 4 stunt points then.
All right, and 2d6 damage is 8 damage.
8 damage. I love it.
And then,
do you want to use any stunt points?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a stunt point for a lightning attack to make another attack at it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that will be a 10
to hit.
Yes, 10 to hit.
Yep, 10 hits it exactly.
Coolie doolies, and then that's 9 points of damage.
Alrighty. Yeah, so you stab down into this guy, and as mentioned before, there is a shimmer of magical energy that flickers across the edge of your blade as you draw it back, and with lightning speed, you drive it back down into the guy, and with the quick succession of the 1-2 strike, he collapses, hunched and kind of slumped over that ballista he was trying to pull himself up on. And he does not move again. Nicely done. All right, the ones that remain on the ship, there are there's 4 remaining basically. The one is in the back, kind of by himself. The one that's glowing. Those of you who are on that ship now can see there's one in the back that's glowing with a weird eerie light. He's standing off to the back, just kind of observing. The other ones are the ones that have moved forward to engage you all. And so the ones that remain all come surging in towards you all. A quick little hubbub up here in the front of the ship. So we're going to have each of them attack the 3 of you that are here. So one of them is going to come in at you, Ash.
Do I get that attack of opportunity as they
Oh, yes, you
enter?
do.
Okay.
Yep. Let's do that first. Yep. Thank you for reminding me on that.
All right, so... sorry, 13 plus... nothing. 13 plus nothing.
13's enough to
Oh
hit
no,
him,
wait, no, there. It doesn't count. Essentially, it's the same as a quarterstaff. It just has like a hooky thing on the end.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
same roll. Yeah.
In that point, it's a 17.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
With
I like
two
that.
6s.
Okay, so what's the number on your stunt die?
6.
Then you have 6 stunt points in addition to hitting them.
Whew.
Okay, question about stun points. Do they roll over at all, or is it just like you use whatever you got?
No, they don't. Yeah, they're per round, I guess you could say. So yeah, if you don't use them all, they go away.
5 is the tops, it looks like, for the combat stunts. So not like.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, cool.
And you don't have to use them all either. If you have something like I want to do 5, and oh geez, what do I want to do for 1? You don't have to. It's always fun to, but you don't necessarily have to.
I mean, lethal blow looks sweet.
Yeah, lethal blow is always a fun one where you could do a big whopping extra damage. Oh yeah.
I'm going to as the hook like spears into this undead, I'm gonna like kind of shove and move them so that when who's next?
In the order?
Yeah. Ash?
It's gonna be Jillian.
Oh, Jillian.
Who's back on the other ship.
Okay, yeah. So I will set them up so that they are like in the perfect spot for Jillian to be able to shoot, granting her a +2 bonus.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely. Yeah, you take this hook and you jab it through the guy, and as you do, you spin and turn so that his back is positioned facing your ship.
Okay.
So what was the damage that he took on that blow?
That's going to be 7.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay. And Jillian on your guys' ship on the Whaling Sturgeon takes a look around again. We can come back to her in just a second. For now, let's go ahead and let's have Roman. She's right here. Oh, jeez, you guys are like ninjas. I love it. Just on it.
Merriman set you
Yeah,
up.
Jeremy hooked you up.
Wonderful. All right. Our glowing raver friend that's hanging out in the back a little high, checking things out. I think Jillian is gonna try and go for a shot.
Oh, you want to fire at that guy? Okay, you won't get a +2 on this guy, but you could fire at that guy if you want. That's fine.
I can do it in another one though. So I've got 13 plus 6, 19,
Love it.
and plus another 4, so 23.
No,
right?
I think this already takes into
Yeah, there's on your character sheets I did. There's a plus in your attack rolling, as you could say. That's going to incorporate what ability and stuff it uses. Try to make it simple for you guys. I'm throwing a lot at you. So what was it? Was 19 you said? It's higher than 10. It's fine. So you hit him. So did you get any doubles on that? Or
So no double.
okay, that's fine. All right, so go ahead and roll your damage, please, to find out what you do to this guy.
Damage.
So you said 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, your arrow flies up and over the one that Nariman is exposed, and as it arcs through, it goes in between some of their masts, and it hits this glowing guy in the back. He doesn't even move. He just kind of gets hit from it, and he slowly looks up to regard your ship, a wicked grin on his face.
He's like the weird guy at a club, though. Sitting back there in the corner.
That's it.
Too much of that little paper on his tongue. Like,
Right?
just watching it.
That's it. That's just taking it all in. You got it.
Forget about it. She's pleased with herself. She's like, yeah.
Nice. I love that. All right, so Roman, what would you like to do, sir?
Yeah, so next attack, I'm gonna just just warp my way to the back.
Okay. Yeah.
That guy that Nariman turned around. Can I attack him?
He's kind of on the other side of this group, I guess you could say. There is one, however, between you and that one.
Oh yeah.
And the battle here is kind of shifting and moving, and he kind of steps in to meet you.
Oh yeah, but I'll take him down. Sure.
Nice.
So can I charge an attack?
Everything is really more of like you're a distance away. You kind of close the distance to attack somebody. If you just take a quick one step over like this, you're really not going to benefit from it all that much.
All right, just okay. I wasn't 100% sure how close I was. All right, so yeah, I'll just stab out at that guy.
Cool.
That is a 12.
Oh yeah. Yep. Your sword strikes true.
That is 11 points of damage. Yeah, 11 points of damage. Is Ash close enough to that one guy? I can't.
We lost your audio.
Yeah, I lost the other. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah.
And Jeremy's muted.
Yes, I am, but mine was intentional.
Our game master is silent.
Our game master. Arr. Suddenly, the captain of the other ship throws up his ghostly hands.
And says, I surrender.
It was never plugged in to begin with. Oh!
At this time, our captain came,
Right?
up to the upper decks and was like, what's going on?
Right?
Yeah.
Unplugs the headset. Why is this here?
I'm pretty sure that captain has already been voted to no longer be captain on this ship.
Right? The only reason they're on the ship is...
That was the last straw.
Right.
We were waiting for this opportunity, but no
Can-
more. Captain Ash.
Kevin, can you
Ash
hear
is
us?
captain.
Captain, great.
I can hear you guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Cool. So sorry, but I'm not sure what I sound like now.
That's all right.
But, hopefully
It's all right.
still melodious.
It's absolutely the most melodious.
You know what, everybody at home? We love doing this stuff for you guys. Tech difficulties be darned. We're just going to continue pushing on through. Because here at Wanderer's Haven, we rock. We roll.
That's
And we're here for you guys. So, we're just going to make it happen. So, yeah, we got no battle map. Well, Jeremy and I have a battle map. Jeremy can see it just fine. But
Now I can.
yeah, there's a different link. I don't know what I did. Apparently, I made two different things. But anyway, we're here. I got my old headset on. So if I sound tinny or something, I apologize. It won't affect how amazing these guys were doing, though. So, where were we at? What was the last thing you guys heard me say?
Workman would-
Go for
But
it.
yeah, I asked how close Ash was to the guy I was attacking.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So basically, in the little thrill of battle here, there was a big kind of a grouping, a conglomeration, I guess you could say. And what you got going on is Ash is kind of behind you now, and there's a dead again, guy behind you lying on the deck of the ship. And Nariman is also between the two of you. So Ash has a little bit of a distance. Not too far, but enough for it to be noticeable.
Stunned. Well, I guess I'm gonna just attack again. I'm gonna attack this other guy. Whatever. I'm gonna do the lightning attack again. So one swipe, second swipe, coming in at a 8. So that's 11, 13
Yeah, I love that.
with doubles on the 3s. So that's
Doubles on threes.
doubles on the 3s, and then for the
Yeah. So okay. So if you're doing the lightning strike,
Uh-huh.
the second attack isn't
Yes.
able to generate any stunt points because it's your special attack.
That's sad.
Just things we're learning. It's okay. Lots of cool new things to learn today.
Yes, indeed. That's 9 damage.
Oh
So,
yeah.
2 strikes. Ha! Yeah, this isn't so bad.
Yep. You hack into this guy, yeah, you take him down, remove him from the fight as well. Yeah, you guys are making short work of these zombified pirates, which is good because you can see that they are quickly moving into their direction as well. There is the one that had gotten speared by Nariman. He's like impaled with that weird hook thing. He actually is going to try to attack Nariman, even though he's stabbed through. Oh boy, 6, 5, and 2 is a 13. How's your defense score?
You know,
Actually, I'm sorry. It's 13. It's 15 because of the +2 there. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's definitely not that good.
Okay.
After I dropped that guy, I turned to Ash and like, that's 2.
Nice.
What about this one? What about this one? Ah!
Oh, they're eating me. All right. So yeah, you very cool. You are going to get hit, unfortunately. So you're going to take. Oh boy, max damage of 7
Oh, okay.
as his rusty cutlass slices up through you.
Oh God, tetanus!
Yeah. Let's have you go ahead and make a strength might roll to see if you can hold on to that pole. Or
Oh,
if you let
sure.
go.
Sure.
Ouch, that hurt.
It's always bad when the undead start pulling themselves along
Yeah, oh, yeah.
what you stabbed them through with.
Such a baller intimidation move, though, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 7.
A 7, okay. Unfortunately, as you do that, yeah, you let go of the staff, the hook, and you just take a quick slip backwards. And yes, he does. He kind of grabs it and continues to push it through himself to get him off of it. There is another one who came in as well that is going to attack Roman. These guys don't know what's good for him here. Okay, that's a 14 against you, sir.
Alright, that hits.
Okay.
I'll accept this one this time.
You're going to take minimum damage of 2.
Alright. Cannot. Alright, so I'll just write it down. Cannot interact with the sheet.
Okay. And then it is going to be Gregor's turn.
All right. So Nariman and Roman, you guys are the only ones that have taken damage so far. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And Nariman, how are you feeling after that? Is that like?
That wasn't that bad. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I am far more worried about Lockjaw setting in from.
For sure.
Right.
But those are all things I'm well equipped to deal with after.
Right.
Okay.
Just cut the jaw off, you know.
Now, one more question, rules wise.
Mhm,
I have a
of course.
talent that lets me do heal as a minor action. Does that apply to my healing arcana, or is that like a separate healing, like a talent?
It's basically like the healing a check, I guess you could say. There is a heal skill, as it were. It's going to be under intelligence, if I'm correct. Yeah, skill, intelligence, healing, which is doing like first aid, like field dressings, things of that nature. That's what it's called.
In that case, I think I am going to. Now, my speed is 8. Does that mean like 8 squares? Like, I actually finally have a map back up.
Yes, yeah. There's going to be two. So if you have an 8, that's going to be your. Sorry, brain fart. Yeah, the number that's on there is going to be the number of squares. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So it looks like that will get me pretty much. Can I drag myself with this?
You should be able to. If not, I can move you.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my charge action.
Yeah.
Which gives me +1 to roll to hit, right? Yeah, +1 to hit. So my attack roll will be +5. I got double 6s with and so total of 17. So I got a total of 22.
Okay.
Double 6s, and I got a 5 on my stunt die.
Okay, so you have 5 stunt points that you can use for this bad move or bad mamma jamma move.
Okay. And I'm going to Now, how is this one in front? Has this one been attacked pretty well? It's looking pretty ragged.
The one that you're attacking?
Yeah, it's the one that's got the orange circle around it. That I'm kind of like in between Ash and is that Nerman and me? That one in the middle there.
Yeah, you've got this right here is Ash.
Yeah.
And this is Nerman.
Yeah.
This
So
guy's
one-
dead.
That's
This
the-
guy's
that one's
dead.
dead.
This guy right here is alive, and this guy right here is alive. This guy has orange on him.
Oh, the skull means
It's
the head, not
Roman.
the undead thing. I moved thinking that I was running toward the skeleton.
If it's easier, I can just remove those guys from the battlefield. And we don't have to worry.
That might be. Okay, so maybe I actually can't do anything because I moved somewhere I couldn't actually reach anybody.
There we go.
Well, dang. Any chance? No. Let's see. Any chance I can move? How do I make?
Let's just say you're there and you can attack that guy. Why not?
That'd be great if that's
Yeah, you moved your direction a little bit while you were running over. You know.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna
Back
totally
wrist,
do.
something. You know.
I'm gonna do a lethal blow on that guy. Why not?
Yeah, I love that.
And I'm gonna do a total of 3d6 plus 1 damage.
Yes.
11 damage.
Okay, yeah, and then you are gonna smash into this guy with your Morning Star, and part of his face just obliterates and turns into spray as he drops to the deck as well.
Awesome.
He's gone too. I'll remove them since that seems to be an easier way to keep track. Because yeah, they're undead. I was using like a death figure thing, so why make it difficult?
Cool.
So yeah, they are gone. So there's one that remains in the thrall with all of you, and then there's that one in the back who's got that weird glow about him. As it is the top of the round, it is up to Ash to do something.
Looks like I may be able to get all the way over to the back.
Still, your last turn was still your last turn. You didn't get to speak.
I should be able to get over here. Attack him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you surge across the deck, relying on your sea legs that are used to moving on ships like
No
this.
one runs into my ship. Alright, so 15.
Oh yeah.
No doubles, so it's just one. Bummer. 6 points.
Okay. Alrighty.
Heavy.
Yeah, and you come forward and yeah, you slice across this guy. If this was a living foe, that would have dropped him, but this guy seems to be made of tougher stuff. So, Naramin,
Yes.
you look around, you see what's going on. You still have this guy in front of you, and there is that glowing guy in the back too. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I don't really like this fellow in front of me. However, I
Sure.
don't have my weapon any longer. Is it sticking out this one's back?
Yeah,
Like this
sure.
is the one that like I ran through, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna like so there's like a cannon in between us, and I'm gonna like hop up on that cannon and try and jump over him and grab my grappling pole and then whack him with it. Do I need to do any kind of roll to get over, or is
Yeah,
that
I
just
think
part
so.
of it? Okay.
I think we're gonna have to do a cool like acrobatics roll or a jumping roll, as mentioned before. So either strength jumping or dexterity acrobatics.
Let's do dexterity acrobatics.
Excellent.
That's definitely better than earlier. So that's a 14 total.
A 14.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you jump up on top of the cannon and you go to jump up and over this guy, right as you jump, there is something slippery on the cannon that your foot,
Right.
and you actually slip. You do the splits, crack yourself. You're gonna just take 1 point of damage, nothing
Okay.
terrible, and then you go, you kind of slide down off of the cannon, as you unfortunately don't make that that hard, difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
But so you're still up. I'd say you have a minor action left if you want to try to move or try to do something different.
Can I like just kick at his feet, like try and knock him over? Like if I kind of like slide down and I land like next to him, I'm just like
Just flail at him.
right.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's go ahead. Let's have you roll your basically. Let's have you do a strength roll.
That's a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
Yeah. You kick out at him. Yeah. He just stands there with a wicked, gross, half decayed grin on
Right.
his face.
I'm pretty
He's
sure
not-
what I stepped in was actually part of him from my first stabbing.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. It does look a little viscous. Yeah. Now that you look at it. Sure.
Maybe I'm the comic relief for this crew, and he'll be too busy laughing.
There we go. All right. Jillian, what would you like to do then?
Oh boy. Well, I would like to continue on to go and shoot my longbow at our little friend way in the back.
Yeah. Big bad
because,
voodoo
you know
daddy.
what,
Sure.
why not? He's clearly a beehole, so.
Not a beehole.
17.
Oh yeah.
And she had double 5s and a
Ooh.
1 on the stunt die, so she
Okay.
Ah,
anything
Yeah.
in these 3.
he's my assistant.
Hey, that's all right.
What do I get to do?
So you get 1 point. You can spend a skirmish, rapid reload, or stay aware.
Well, let's just stay aware. Let's stay aware with that.
All right, so now you got to make a perception roll. And that's basically just like, yeah, I guess,
15.
yeah, she rolled a 15 for her perception.
Okay. So you notice as you're looking at that guy you shot at that the glowing is not as bright. And what you've actually noticed is now that one is dropping over by where your friends have just recently taken out, and that ash is actually sliced into this guy, you can see that with every one of the deaths of these undead and with this guy getting hit, the light is starting to dim more and more. It's like the magics at play are slowly going away.
He's losing his potency.
That's
Some
right.
might say- Some might say. Well, with my hits, it would be a 7 of damage.
That's damage? Okay, yeah. And as the arrow sinks into this guy's chest, Ash, as you stand there in front of him, you see he goes down to one knee. He looks up at you, and he begins to reach up, and then you see him just kind of, and he plops down on the front of the deck at your feet. Defeated as well.
No one messes with my crew.
So, Roman, there is one who remains over by Nariman, who he's slowly coming over to Nariman. He's got that cutlass. He's kind of slowly waving it in the direction of him. Nariman's on the ground, holding his nethers because he fell and hurt himself. And what would you like to do?
I look over. You got this, and I I run to the guy.
Well, that guy's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I'm taking him
Oh,
off.
that's died.
Yes. Big bad voodoo daddy dead.
Oh, big bad voodoo daddy. So
Yes. There's one guy left right here.
yeah, so I run over and I do what Nerman tried to do and jump on top of the cannons.
Okay.
I jump up and over and stab into this guy.
Okay. We're gonna need a dexterity acrobatics or a strength jumping check, please.
I'll give you a dexterity acrobatics.
Had a feeling.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That is a 12. 14. Doubles on a 3.
Okay. So, like Nariman before, as you jump up on top of this cannon, you were not expecting the weird goo from inside this guy either. So you slip and you go chest first into the railing. Oh, and you fall down. You're gonna take 1 point of damage as the wind is temporarily knocked out of you. So that is it for your major action. You can do a minor action if you want to try to maybe recuperate, try to get yourself back up into this. The undead guy watches you drop and he just looks back and forth at the two of you.
Even on a 14, damn, that's a high strike. All right. You said 1 point of damage.
Mhm.
It's bro. It just does whatever it wants now.
As you fall, I'm
Um,
like, oh, watch out, it's slippery. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That is a high check, Kevin. That is high. Anyways,
You guys both missed it by 1. It's a 15.
wow. Let me make sure I got these numbers correct. That's
Right? Oh,
you guys
wait.
did 14, I meant 16. It's all good. It's all good.
It's okay. Shit. But I just get up real quick. No one saw that. Haha.
Yeah, you get back to your feet. Sure. Yeah, you struggle to your feet. That guy is going to. I'm gonna roll a die. Odds, it's gonna be Nariman. Evens, it's gonna be Roman. Nariman, he's gonna attack you with his cutlass again. Yay!
I'm the tank. I got this.
11 plus 2, 13 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Brings his cutlass down. You're gonna take 6 points of damage as he cleaves into your shoulder, and it hurts. And then it's gonna be Gregor's turn. Gregor, you see your ally getting hurt. You see this undead. It's just nasty. It's the only one left. You are a healer. You are a man
I am
of the
absolutely
whole word. What would you like to do?
I am going to just step up in between. I don't know. Can I? Where exactly are these guys? Like, is this?
This
Is that
guy.
like- Is that like? Would I have to stand on the cannon to stand there between these two guys?
We can say that you're smart enough to go around it instead of trying to hot
Okay.
dog. Jump over.
It doesn't look as cool.
But yeah, the bad guy is here.
Right. I just kind of want to be close enough to touch these two boys.
Okay.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, we'll say for the sake of argument, yeah, you can just kind of move in between like this, and it works well enough. You reach
Okay,
up
well-
over the cannon, down over on top of them.
Nariman is looking a little bit rough, so I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 magic points to do my healing touch, which is a target number of 10.
Okay.
Good touch, yes.
No problem there. That's 15, 18.
Yeah.
And he gets 1d6 health for each of the magic points I spent, so you are going to get that.
3d6.
Yeah, go ahead and get 15 health back.
I am at full. Thank you.
I'm
Nice.
now going to use my minor action heal. I'm going to do the heal that you were talking about.
Right.
I figured it out. It's an intelligence check. So let's
Yeah,
see.
go ahead and make a intelligence healing test.
Yep. Make an 11. No problem there. That's another 15, 16.
Well, for that, it's going to be you're going to get that person because you're doing heal. You're not doing the magic, I guess. You
Right.
would say.
And this one I get the amount of health equal to the stunt die, which is 6, plus my intelligence. So you get 7 points back, Roman.
Haha,
Correct.
great. Back
Nice.
up
What
to
he-
full.
It's what he does, gang. I love it. I love it. Well done, Matt. Very cool. Very cool. So that is Gregor's turn. Yeah, the undead looks a little bit intrigued that you guys are all up. But Ash, as this guy, maybe he's the captain, who knows, is dead at your feet. You whip around to see that there is one left, and all of your crewmates are kind of dealing with it. What would you like to do?
She looks back and sees the positions of 2 of her crewmates and is like,
I'm
why do
standing.
I keep telling you guys not to jump over the cannon?
I'm standing. I don't know about Nariman, but I'm on my feet.
Right?
I look like I fell, of course. But yeah, I'm on my feet.
So a decent size
Meant to do that.
cannon, right? Or cannon imprint across your clean coat.
Yeah, but when it goes well, it goes really well.
Right.
That's
So,
true.
you
That's
know,
true.
But there's no real easy way for me to get in there to actually get at him.
I mean, if you like jumping over cannons.
I'm not silly enough to do a repeat of you guys,
Gore-covered cannons.
especially when they've been slimed by undead. Okay. And I wouldn't have my bow on me, so wait, I could throw my knife.
There you go.
Real time, looking for the knife. Where's my knife? Where's my
It's
knife?
my hand.
Rummage.
my
Where's
hand.
my knife?
Yeah, I'm just double checking for thrown weapons.
Yeah, it's gonna be an accuracy roll.
It's gonna be accuracy
Okay,
roll, so
right.
yeah, it doesn't change anything. Oh, nice. Good. 18 with double fours.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
And so that what is your stunt point? Is it 4 or is it a
4.
different- 4? Okay, yeah. Got him. It seems apropos that Ash, a character named Ash, would be good at killing the undead things here. I mean, I just want to. If anybody gets that reference.
Totally.
I'm gonna use all 4 points. I'm gonna use Pierce Armor, so they get half their armor rating,
Okay,
and Mighty Blow, so I get an extra D6 of damage.
nice.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Their armor value gets halved, so that's good too. So they're going to take a little more damage. So yeah, as you throw the dagger, it sinks and slams right into the side of this guy's neck, and he twitches once and then slumps down and lands right on top of you, Nariman.
Sounds about
Clean
right.
that before you bring it back to me, please.
Okay, thank you.
But yes, he is defeated as well. And as he is defeated as well, you all suddenly hear a voice call out from a different part of the ship. And you all turn, you see a spectral form of a man emerge out of the fog as it dissipates around the ship. And he says, "I, adventurers who be willing to help me, most pleased am I." Let's take a quick break, and we'll find out exactly who this creeper guy is, what's going on. We'll check back in with our heroes, and we'll find out what's going to happen next with this dead man's quest. So we'll take 5 minutes. We'll all go. We'll take some bio breaks. Please do so as well at home. Make yourself a snake. Not a snake.
Yeah, make
No.
yourself a snake.
Make yourself a snack. That's what I'm trying to say. Make yourself a drink. Come on back, and we'll party some more. So we'll see y'all shortly.
All right.
Hello and welcome back, one and all. Here we are. Technology is fixed. We are together in the moment, and we are going to finish this tale out for you all. So, real quick, brief recap if you're just now joining, or if you decided to raid us in the break and we didn't know about it. We are members of a pirating crew, a privateer crew, excuse me, that have just been attacked by some undead that emerged from a strange fog on the way to the Serpent's Teeth and the island city of Freeport. The undead have just been defeated by the might and magic of the crew, and now there is a strange figure that has emerged out of the fog that once enshrouded the other ship. This man, as he steps forward, he is a ethereal, spectral form. He looks like a man who is dressed for the sea. He's got pirating garb. He wears a sword on his left hip. And you will notice, though, that his features are spectral smoke-like, as he actually, instead of walking, drifts along the deck of the ship. As the fog around you all that was once clinging to your ship begins to dissolve away, you see that the man looks at all of you. "Oh, here be some adventurers willing to help me out with my quest. Tell me, friends, what brings you to this area?"
Jillian totally interjects and says, "Father, is that you?"
He gets a strange look in his face. "I don't we know about me having any small children, any halfling children, but I suppose anything is possible at the sea. Tell me, what is..."
I knew it.
I put my hand on your shoulder and I'm like, I'm sorry. I knew you had your hopes up. Next time.
Next time.
What be the name of your crew? Your ship, rather.
Rubbing my tailbone. I'm just like, it's the whaling sturgeon. Was that a test?
The Whaling Sturgeon. Not a great name, I'll give you that, but I like it. I like it nonetheless. Which one of you be the captain? He's looking around.
I guess I'm sort of the acting captain at this point.
Ah, well, from one captain to another, welcome to the oceans just outside the Serpent's Teeth.
Interesting
I be-
welcome.
Oh, well, I had nothing to do with these crew here. They drift along and they find themselves in these waters looking for ships to pillage and to drag down to the depths below. That's how I met my end, you'll see. They came, they attacked my crew, and although I was the last to fall I did. Which is
So
what
wait,
brings-
you're a ghost that's haunting a ship full of the undead?
And they'd be not your undead?
That does be sounded strange, does it not?
That does sound strange. We
Our
should write
HPs
a
sound
song
strange.
about this.
A song. Well, perhaps there'll be some bards in Freeport if I ever get back to me home. I want to ask you all a bit of a favor from one sailor to another. If I may parley with you, Captain, he says, looking at you, Ash.
Certainly.
Well, as I said, these men, this crew, they came upon me and mine, and they bore us down to the bottom of the ocean below. Because of that, my bones and my spirit are laid restless, as my body lays waterlogged on the bottom of the ocean floor. It was found by some strange creatures that have drug it to a nearby underground dwelling. I beseech ye, he actually removes his tricorn hat,
Oh,
and his hair is like flowing, almost like it's underwater. I beseech you to please retrieve me bones, take me back to me home city of Freeport, so that I may finally rest in peace. Would you be willing to help out an old captain?
Where's this underground location?
Well, it is nearby, and he actually points to where your ship is currently just floating next to the ship that you guys are currently on. Just points in that direction. It'd be right below your ship. I believe this may be a bit of some happenstance, or perhaps even something else that has brought the undead to you.
I'm gonna peer over the edge. How deep does it
Yeah, it's
appear?
kind of like-
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody who peers over the edge can go ahead and give me a perception test of perception seeing to see if you noticed anything about the milky water. Not milky, that's not the right word. That's like white. If you see anything about the blue sapphire waters below.
14?
Can I do
14?
searching?
Nope.
What's that, Sid?
Can I do searching?
Right. Scooch back.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Combing through the waters. What did you get, Ash?
6.
6. Okay. I like Nariman's a little bit better.
12.
12. Okay. And Nariman, you had a 14.
Yep.
Is what we decided. Nariman, it is your keen elven senses that show you down below the surface of the water, about, you would guess, 50 feet. You can just barely make it out. That there seems to be some sort of an underwater temple, or like a castle or a keep of some sort. Not very large. You can see that part of it is actually hidden by the depths of the water below.
Can I do a lore check?
Yeah.
So, such as historical lore, to see if I know if that's like was it once above the surface and has sunk? Was it built by an underwater species?
Absolutely,
Something?
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
go ahead and give me an intelligence historical lore test.
Oh, there are the
Love that
serpent
for you.
folk in Freeport, so.
Yeah, he did mention Freeport is nearby. You guys do know you are traveling towards the Serpent's Teeth island chain. So, yeah, these could factor in.
That
Knowledge you might
is a 12.
A 12? Okay. You know, you don't remember the name of it, but you know that there was an ancient kingdom that was here where the Serpent's Teeth now stand. It fell beneath the waves almost 2,000 years ago, and this could perhaps be a remnant of that culture.
Okay. And then because of my lore talent, when I make a successful test, you should give me an extra piece of information.
Ooh, okay. You are aware that this ancient civilization that was here, they were fallen, I guess you could say, by something of their own doing. It would seem that there was some sort of strange magical ritual that this culture in this area attempted, and it got bad.
Okay.
And now they are no more.
So I think I know where we are. I'm pretty sure that I can't think of what they were called, but there was these people. They used to live here, and they did something to themselves, and it sank their kingdom, something like that. That's still a ways down there, though. I'm not.
Yeah, it's like I don't know about any of you, but I breathe water, nor do I hold my breath that long.
Yeah, gills free here.
Do any of you happen to have any magic or any sort of items that might help you out and do such a quest?
I'll pull out the grappling staff. No.
No.
Well, I can tell you, if you do happen to find the remnants of my sunken ship, there is 4 breathing potions that be found within the captain's quarters in a small wooden box. We found it on our travels. You might be able to use that, but it would be a swim down indeed. It happens to be the same area, but might not be easy to get.
Can we find that?
Perhaps
Can
there'd
we
be
see it?
something on this here vessel that we happen to
Oh.
free its former masters,
Well,
or grab some treasure.
you're happy to look around.
Yeah, Quartermaster, have you acquired any interesting things recently that might assist us?
Let's see.
Yeah, if you guys want, you guys can search around through this undead ship, sure. It seems to be, now that the fog is gone, it just seems to be an old ship. It doesn't seem to have anything weird or supernatural going on. It just seems to be, it's a ship floating in the sea. You do notice that strangely, both your ship and this ship are, without anchors dropped, are stationary. They're not drifting away, the current's not taking them anywhere.
No
It's-
wind's
Well,
blowing.
might as well
No
search
wind.
the ship.
Yeah. And does this ship seem solid sound? Is it still seaworthy? Is it going to sink to the bottom here soon?
No, it seems like it's still seaworthy for sure. It looks, like I said, it looks old. The wood is warped, and it some of the stain and things of this nature are just old and gone in places. But it's still sturdy. It's still holding you all up.
Okay.
There's not holes in it or anything crazy like that.
Well, I'll help look around.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything. Yeah, we'll just look around. Also, Ash. I have Ash. I had two counts. How many did you get?
3.
Hey, I helped on the one.
You helped on 1. I had help, and Jillian helped on 1.
Yes, you be a talented crew, 'tis no doubt.
In fact, I'll kick the one who cut me.
Oh, I smashed the head in the one.
I go and
Hey.
retrieve my dagger out of the one.
Right? Oh yeah, I did pull it out and I wiped it on it, like the clothing it was wearing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
cool. Yeah. So, anybody wants to search? Go ahead and do a searching roll. That's going to be perception. Perception searching. Again, if you have that focus of searching, you can add a +2 to your roll. Otherwise, it's just going to be what you have your perception ability.
I've got an 11.
11
Jillian,
total.
And
Cool,
a
cool.
12.
Okay.
12 for me as well.
Okay.
I had a 13.
12.
13.
I got a 12.
Wow, it's a lot of 12s. I love that.
12.
Okay, so Ash, with your 13, did you happen to stunt at all?
No.
As you're all looking around, you all do find typical things that you would find on a sailing vessel of this sort. You could tell that this was a pirating ship because there seems to be manacles and different things of pillaging type of acquirement. There's certain types of weaponry on the ship that would show that it'd be used for sieging other vessels. But Ash, you do find in a trunk that's nearby, right here on the deck, that there is actually a small bit of rolled up paper. You would recognize it as a scroll, but not being a magical person, you're not sure what it does. It has strange glyphs on the one side of it that mark it as there's writing on it, but you don't know what it does.
Naramin, got something for you to look at.
It's not squishy, is it? Last time you
No.
said this, it was... Never mind. I don't even want to think about it. And I'll go over and cautiously look at it.
Yeah, she hands you a scroll, and as you unroll it, you see that it is written in an ancient language. You recognize it, but you don't know what it is specifically. It's got almost a weird elven type of looking script, but the letters are different, different flowing directions. It almost looks like a series of shapes in different, it's not shape, obviously shapes, different snakes in different directions, different orientations. I think it's very flowing and.
Is there anything that I can glean as far as like a similarity, if this was Elven, that this word might mean? That kind of thing? Like, can I make a guess to what it says based off of the Elven that I know?
Well, what languages do you speak first off?
So Elven, Common, and Orc.
Okay. Well, like I said, you know it has similarity to the Elvish tongue. Do you have any sort of focuses in intelligence? Any other lores? I know you said historical lore before.
Yeah, so historical lore and fire arcana.
Okay.
It's possible because I have evaluation. Is that a thing, or religious lore?
Religious lore could help you with this. Evaluation is more for like determining how much something would cost if you're bartering and stuff like that. But yeah, religious lore might help if you see over his shoulder, you notice it.
I'm kind of curious, and I kind of go peek over.
Yeah,
I'll lean down with it
What have you got there, young nerd?
so you can see.
All right, I'll take a look at the. I'll take a look at that. I guess I'm gonna make a check real quick.
Yeah, that's gonna be a religious lore.
13, 14, plus my religious lore focus. Right.
So that's plus
Okay,
2,
yeah.
right?
So 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at the language, you recognize it as an ancient language that you studied once before you actually became a sailor. You know that the language is from an old cult, as it were, one that was thought to have been destroyed a long time ago. A cult known as the Brotherhood of the Unspeakable One.
This the written language from a black tongue, an evil tongue, a deep tongue. The cult of the Brotherhood of the Unspeakable One. Mateys.
That's a mouthful.
I recognize some of these words.
What do they say?
That is a good question. Give me one moment.
Do we know what?
Yeah, what is it?
You could tell that it is a spell scroll that allows people to, for a short time, breathe underwater, but it's a different kind of magic than you're typically used to casting, but you could attempt to cast it, see what happens.
Could I, can I tell what type of magic it would take to cast this? Like, more attuned to it?
Right. Basically, with the different types of arcana necessary to cast spells, this would be more of like a divination type of effect because it lets somebody perceive how to breathe underwater, if that makes sense. Like, it's not actually physically changing anybody. But you realistically can use any kind of magic. You just have to kind of give up magic points to try to channel it into a scroll to try to.
Do we get our magic points back after an encounter, or is there like a long rest?
There's a resting element. For the sake of today's game, because we took a break, we'll say that you guys have your abilities back.
I'll go ahead and let's see. It says here, and I'll try to read.
Okay. So real quick, go ahead and make that religious lore test again. I'm going to give you a +2 because you already figured out what's going on with it.
8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 13, I believe.
13? Okay. Yes, it's pretty challenging, but because you recognize what language it was, you call back into that learning that you did on your own about this culture, and you begin to cast a spell. You can basically, for lack of a better description, what you're going to figure out is for 1 magic point, you can flow into the spell here. You can basically allow 1 person, 1 creature, 1 humanoid, whatever, to be able to breathe underwater for 1d6 hours. So if you could roll a d6 for me, please, real quick.
3.
3, okay. So for every magic point that you pump into that scroll, you can cast the spell to allow 1 person for each magic point to breathe underwater for 3 hours.
Cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pump in 4 magic points.
Wait. Are we ready? If we have a limited time, we might want to get
To
ready
be for
first.
3 hours.
Well, I will point out that there are 5 of you.
Shh.
Oh, that's right. I was looking at.
Yeah,
Five.
you're
All right.
sharing the screen now.
No problem. One more point.
Before we do that, how about so let's find his ship first. See if we could find it. Would we be able to see it from above water, or do we have to go underwater?
You would more than likely have to go under the water. With his ship being sunk, it's going to be a lot deeper. You'd have to really swim down and take a look around.
Yeah. Okay.
Take
Well,
the time to
I
do it
think
if
we're
you
good
want,
with
but-
this.
So what area did it sink?
It'd be around somewhere in this area. I can't tell you exactly where because time has shifted and drifted it away in the flow of the sea.
Well,
All right, yeah.
if
let's
this-
take that.
if this magic that Gregor can use can give us the ability to breathe underwater or breathe water, I guess, would we need to find your ship? Your bones aren't on it, right?
No, my bones have been taken to the underground temple, and I mentioned it before.
And that's probably shallower than the boat would.
Mhm. Why we needed to go to the ship was because he had potions. With this, getting his bones might take more than 3 hours.
But there's only 4 potions, and there's 5 of us.
Aye.
Hmm.
One of you are more than welcome to stay here to give me company. I haven't been able to talk to anyone for so many years, but it's entirely up to you who it might be, he says, kind of just looking at you all.
Does he eye
Slightly.
anyone more than anyone else?
Gregor, he gives you a nod. You seem to be cut from the same
I'd
vein.
be more than willing to go down with just our 3 hours and possibly find these bones.
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah. Okay.
How long would you think these potions might last anyway?
Oh, never drank them myself, but I know that we got them, but I know that they're there.
But are they? You don't
Well,
you don't
so
know
much-
that
We'll
they're
just-
there. Your bones aren't there.
Well, what be your captain saying? He says, looking at Ash.
I think we should just go with this because it's going to take us a long time. It could take us a long time to find his ship. If we can get his bones, it's only 50 feet down. We're reasonably close. Might as well get this done and get back.
And what could
Get
go
him to
wrong,
Freeport.
right?
Not any more than usual.
Definitely.
That's true. Well, let's go.
Aye. It be done then.
I'm
he
gonna go
says.
grab
He
my
just-
stuff real quick.
Okay, yeah, you all
Good
get
idea.
equipped. You all get your all of your weapons, all of your items, everything that you'll need, your magical components, everything that you need for the adventure. You all take the time to gather back up. There's a little bit of a Sam Raimi montage. We see a bunch of close-ups as you guys gear up, strap things on. You know, although whatever the gist might be. Yeah, and you're all ready to go.
I'm looking
So,
at the mirror the whole time.
what's that?
I said I'm looking at I got a handheld mirror. I'm just
Oh,
kinda
yeah?
looking at myself in the mirror the whole time because I basically have everything I need.
Oh yeah, yeah. Got to have the best sight for it for sure. All right, so Gregor, do you cast that spell then?
First, I'm going to grab a cannonball and like tuck it under my arm. Like this will help us get down quicker.
Oh, good thought. Good
Start
thought.
speaking the cultish incantation.
Okay, yeah. And the language that he speaks is like a weird slithering, slurring, kind of sounds like parcel tongue. Anybody know in the Harry Potter business? As he kind of speaks like that. And yes, you all do feel a little bit different. You have an insight as to being able how to exist beneath the waves. And do you all grab cannonballs? Just Gregor doing that? I mean, everybody's
That's
grabbing
actually a good idea. Though I grab one of the ghost ship cannonballs, not one of
Right.
ours.
Okay, I love that. All right.
Don't lose our own ammo.
I'll fetch one of the others.
And Jillian, you said you're going to grab onto Gregor?
I'm going to grab onto Gregor.
Nice. All right. And you all sink down beneath the waves. It's pretty short work for the cannonballs to drift you down. They are pretty heavy, and you guys do all drift down. 50 feet is closed pretty quickly. The water here is cool and is a little bit darker than you would expect once you get below the surface. It's a little bit different than the typical light that might stream through the surface of the water. But as you all sink down, you get about 50 feet or so, and in the murky water here, that's the word I was looking for earlier, not milky, murky, you will see that there is a strange opening in the side of what looks to be an underwater, like it looks like the ground here has been shifted and churned up, so it almost looks like an entranceway in the side of like a cliff or a hill, but it's reversed, if this makes sense. Like it basically looks like you're under the ground here and you're going towards a mountain, but the mountain's not above the water. It's weird. It's like everything's shifted down.
Interesting.
Head on over.
Yeah.
Okay. You all head on over. So, is there a sort of marching order or anything that we can expect that you all are doing here?
I'm probably going first.
Okay.
I'll follow you.
Alrighty.
I'll bring up the rear.
And I'll be neck and neck.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was going to bring up the rear, but yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, yeah, you both triangulate into the rear position. And you all come down in, and when you get to the opening, you see that there is an archway. It looks like it was once stone, and the stone is shifted and pulled away from the archway front so that you all can actually enter in directly if you need to. There is a bizarre symbol on the door that you all notice. It almost looks like a circular shape in the center of three what would almost look like tentacles or prongs of some sort coming out of it like spokes. One goes and veers off to the left in a slight curve, another veers off to the right and hooks back in sharply on itself. And the one on the bottom curves down and twirls around almost like an upside down question mark. It looks like it is carved into the stone door here, and it has a little bit of a slight glow to it, a strange, very faint yellowish light.
Go toward the light.
I'm gonna try talking. Does anyone recognize this? Does it work? Does talking underwater work?
We'll say, yeah, because you guys are breathing underwater. Yeah, you're all able to
Okay.
talk. It's a little bit distorted, but yeah, you're all able to talk to each other.
Okay. And I'll do a lore
Lore.
check to see if I recognize it.
Sure. Historical lore or religious lore?
Historical lore, and it is an 11.
11. It looks similar to the writing that was on that scroll, but you don't know what this symbol means.
A point. Gregor!
Mhm. I'll walk up and study in a bit and see if I can't recall some of my earlier teachings. Oh my gosh, that's a good roll. Double sixes and a 5 on the stunt dice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
So
whatever.
that's a 17 plus your lore is 2?
Yep.
Or plus what's your intelligence?
Plus another 1.
So it's a lot. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you recognize the symbol. This is definitely the symbol of the Brotherhood of the Unspeakable One. It is a symbol that is a attrition to their dark god, the Unspeakable One. which, because of the yellow color, for some reason the yellow sign is one that is malicious and perhaps has been known to cause madness in those who would look upon it in the past.
Gaze not upon this symbol too long, for mad ye may become.
Foam that's coming out of my mouth is just drifting away, so no one notices
Right.
it.
Right, yeah.
Jillian just
Absolutely.
looks over.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend the 3 to make that makes me wonder, and immediately make another perception test. And no
Oh,
additional
okay.
cost and time resource to discover more information about our surroundings or the
I love
object.
Nice.
I love that. Way to go, stunts.
And that's not quite as good. I got doubles again. That's 2 1s.
Oh,
Ew.
7 plus, and then it's my perception, right?
your intelligence, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're trying to get lore out of it.
8, 9, 10. So 10.
Okay. As you look upon it, you start to recall something else about the unspeakable one, but suddenly there was a cloud in your mind that separates that thought away from you.
Okay. Did any of this give us a clue as to how to possibly open this thing?
Well, the doorway is open. It just
Oh,
you see
so
that
that's
symbol
open.
upon it. Yeah, the doorway is like kind of pulled aside, almost like something strong, or maybe even with the shifting of the ground when this fell in on itself, it has wrenched it free. So there is an opening you all can swim into.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
just
gonna
go in
start
and
heading in.
Yeah.
I will, since I know my fellows here aren't very good at seeing in the dark, per se, I will use some magic to create a small glowing orb to provide light for them.
Okay. Do you do this on your staff? Do you have like a globe you pull out of a belt pouch or something? Or how does this look?
Let me double check.
If it was like a bubble and you could like dry your socks in the bubble. Just
Only to
to be-
immediately take them out into the water.
Yeah.
Always take care of your feet, everybody.
always. Rule number 1.
That's it.
Jillian hates wet feet.
Absolutely.
We will say that so it says it's centered on me.
Okay.
So it illuminates 10 yards radius centered on me. So we'll just say that it floats along with me,
Sure. Absolutely.
flavor-wise.
Okay. What is your TN for that?
8.
Does it have a TN? 8. Okay. So you have to roll a spellcasting check to make sure that works okay. You have to be 8 or above. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, but you never know.
Spellcasting is... Where are you, spellcasting?
Well, what arcana is this tied to?
Fire.
Fire. So because you have the fire arcana focus,
Uh-huh.
it's going to be tied into that roll.
Perfect. All right, so the focus gives me +2, right?
Yep.
So there's 5, 16.
Okay, yeah, that's more than enough to manifest. And yeah, so yeah, there is that light that appears around you in a weird bubble type shape. How long does that last? Just so I know.
It's 2 magic points per hour. It can be extended. I'm just gonna do the 1 hour for now, and it'll extend it as we go, if
Perfect.
needed.
So, yeah, so you pull out the 2 magical points out of yourself. You channel that into that so that the light comes up, and yeah, you all have a bit of an illumination for basically 5 squares around you, as you all continue down in. Now, as you pass through the front archway into there's a chamber beyond. It is partially hidden in darkness as well, but because of the light, you can see within here. It looks like this is an antechamber of some sort of temple. There are markings upon all the walls that look like this strange language that you saw on the scroll, as well as there seems to be a broken statue in the one corner of the room that looks like perhaps it was a hooded man of some sort.
Are the statue pieces there, and they're just like crumbled on the ground, or is it missing?
No, they're crumpled. It's a pile on the ground over here. You do also see that just to the left is another door that has the same symbol, the strange, like 3 tentacle symbol on it that leads into another hallway beyond. But that door is closed.
We go to
Head
that.
over and look at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only door in here?
It is, yep.
I'm going to see if I can read anything from this language. If anything makes sense.
Okay, make an intelligence test for me, please.
Did I use my religious lore as well?
You can, yep.
Okay, cool. That's going to be a 14. 17, and I got doubles of 5s, and I got an extra 5. Which I'll figure out how to spend that after maybe the first description.
Looking upon the sigils on the walls and on the door, you can tell that this is a religious temple of sorts, because it does speak about the unspeakable one is going to rise up, and he's going to awaken the world around him with the glory of his sight. Madness will fall upon the land, and those who are witness to it will finally become sane. Some pretty dark stuff.
Hmm.
And as you approach that door, it
Opens up. Okay.
slowly slides open.
Okey-dokey.
Oh boy. Which makes you really wonder, like, do we trust this phantom captain?
Yeah, in hindsight, maybe we should have spent a little more time hanging out, getting to know the captain.
Thanks a
Is
little
there
bit.
a rock around that I can use to try to wedge this door open?
Nice.
A rod. Oh, interesting. Go ahead and make a
rock or
searching.
something.
Yeah, make a searching check for me. Let's see what exactly you can.
Well, what about these pieces of statue over here,
Oh, there is that.
11.
Yeah.
Captain?
Yeah, take a big, like the head or something, and stick it in the door so that it can't close all the way back.
Okay. Yeah. You do so as you're looking around. Yeah, you find that no problem. And yeah, you wedge it in there. And who wants to go into the darkness beyond first?
I'll do it.
Dibs.
Wait, does my light radiating off me stop at the door?
No, it
Okay.
goes beyond. But the murky
Good
water
point.
the murky water in here, you notice, is unnatural. It looks like it's darker. Like, imagine like water of the daytime, how there's still a little bit of light, and
Yeah.
even when there's not light, you can still partially see. This is black, like beyond the dark of night. This water is unnatural. Not quite like oil, but like that same kind of darkness. And your light does cut through it, but not as brightly as you would like.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay, and then we're gonna have. I think Roman said he was gonna be right behind.
I was trying to go first, but Captain beat me to it. So
Oh, okay.
You two
All
are
right.
like swim battle.
All right, fight to the death for it. No, I'm just
Right?
kidding.
How does this affect my dark sight? Which is I have 20 yards of darkness without lights.
It's just gonna cut it in half, so you still are able to see in the dark, but it's unnatural. It's like trying to see through some sort of strange miasma, some sort of weird shadow in here.
Miasma.
Yeah, sure did. So
That's a good
yeah, so-
word.
it is a good word. I love it. All right, so the two of you start going in first, and as you do, the water is very hard to swim against, but you are strong, capable swimmers, so you cut your way through. You swim down what seems to be a hallway that cuts down in deeper. You can tell you're going lower into the water's depths, lower down towards the bottom of the ocean floor, or whatever the bottom of this strange temple is. And after some time, you actually swim down. It's just it feels like a long time, but it's only just a few moments. Is anybody following them, or is it just the two of them that are going to scout ahead?
I'll follow.
No, we're following.
Yeah.
Okay. And after a while, you all eventually come up to an area beyond where you can see that there is a inner chamber of sorts that actually has a spot for you all to, as you step up out of it, the water is recessed. There's an opening above, like an air pocket, as it were. And as you all stand up into the corridor, you can see that there is a doorway one on each of the four walls in here.
Is the air breathable, or is it like
Gas.
skanky air?
It has a musty smell to it. It does seem like it's old, but it's breathable. It's
Okay.
not poisoned or it's not anything gross, I guess you could say.
It's an old liquor farm. No.
Are there
Yeah.
Well, it's not really normal.
are there any symbols near
Hmm.
the doorways?
Oh, yeah. Good call. Looking at the 4 doorways, you can see that they are up a small little step up. So there's water that trickles down from the steps, almost like it's running along the ground inside the hallways into the room you're in. And there is the same marking of this weird 3-pronged symbol, as well as other words you would guess on each of the doors. Doing a quick glance around from the little bit that you've been able to figure out, Gregor, you can tell that basically the writing on the walls is marking that the one to the north leads to the antechamber. I'm sorry, to the observation chamber. The one to the what would be, if we're seeing the map here, the one that would be to the west here would lead to the offerings chamber. The one that goes off to the west here leads to the halls, and the one that goes back this way to the south leads back towards the antechamber that you probably were all just in. So that's actually where you all came up out of.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the offerings?
Does do any of the doors look more like somebody's been through them recently? I
That's
don't
a
know
good
how
call.
long. Yeah, I don't know how long ago the captain's bones got moved in here. But
Sure.
one's had more activity than the others. I do have tracking.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go and make a perception tracking test. While Ash is looking at that, everyone feels now that you're in this area, you're breathing this air. There is strange markings on the wall. There is an oppression that hangs all throughout the chamber in here. It's a little creepy in here, to be honest. Can I have everybody please make a willpower morale roll?
11 on the tracking.
Okay. I'll get to that in just one moment.
11.
11 on the willpower.
Here. Oh, yes.
Six for me.
9.
So 9, 11, 11, 16, I heard you say?
Six.
6.
Yeah.
6.
Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Where is it on the sheet?
It's under willpower. So if you don't have that, you just roll willpower. If you don't have that focus.
Do doubles help us with any of these? at
Oh,
all?
there you are. Okay.
Yeah, doubles. Yeah, if you pass the check, you can use doubles. Yep.
14.
1.
14. Okay, so it is Nariman alone who manages to stay steadfast against this dark
Wow.
oppression in here. Everyone in the group, except for Nariman, is going to temporarily, this is while you're in the effect of the area, the weird malaise that's in here, you're all going to, when you are using your abilities, you get a -1 to your roll.
Oh.
That's fine. Okay.
Get out of here.
Hey, I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. But
What could go wrong?
just because there's just a dark presence in here, something unnatural, you feel like something beyond is watching you all, and it's really disconcerting. With your 11,
Yay, creep
looking
factor.
around. I'm sorry, I got talked over you.
I
Was that-
said, yay, creep factor.
Right.
Oh yeah, for sure. With your 11, while you were looking around, you I'm sorry, what specifically were you looking for?
Looking to see if there's been more activity at one of the doors than the
Oh, right, with your tracking, yes. You can see that the door to the north looks like it has had some traffic in it relatively recently.
I say we go north.
Jillian just jumps over to the door and tries it immediately. She doesn't like this spooky place.
Okay. You go over to the door and you try to open the door. It is locked, and you also, if you could, I need you to make a dexterity roll. As a trap gets triggered on the door. So how would you think you would try to get out of the way of a trap on the door? Do you have any focuses that might help you with this, or no?
I mean, I've got stealth and lockpicking. I've got swimming and climbing. So I would bounce back into the water really fast.
Okay.
But my roll is 13.
13. Yeah. There is something that clicks on the door, and you do jump back just in time as some sort of strange series of pins. It almost looks like 2 pins on top of each other, almost like a snake's mouth, out of where you grabbed onto the door handle, and they do miss your hand.
All right. All right.
And they stay there, so it's been triggered. It's not going to happen again.
Okay. Okay.
So this
Definitely go back, and I'd like to try and lockpick it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead and do that dexterity lock-picking roll, please. You could also do dexterity traps, too. I thought it was the same thing. No, I guess they're not. No.
Okay, well,
Well-
I've got 15 if I used my dexterity.
Okay,
That's
what were we saying?
I was saying while Jillian is doing that, I'm gonna spring the traps intentionally on the other doors if they have. So if we need to come back that way, we don't have to worry about the traps.
Okay. How are you doing that exactly?
I take my short, I take my sword and just like tap the doors around it. So I have a foot or two of space. Just tap around it to try to trigger it.
Cool. All right. You go around to all the doors. You all see him going around all the doors doing this. Yeah, he's taking his sword, tapping the doors. You will notice that the one to the west and the one to the east, the only one that doesn't get sprung a trap is the one to the south, the one you guys already came out of. So, you spring the other 2 traps on the other 2 doors, and as you are done doing that, there was a clicking sound as the door that you are in front of, that you're working on, Jillian, that you picked the lock of successfully, is unlocked and opens up.
Huzzah!
So while this has all been going on, I want to figure out if this malaise is magical in nature, and so I'm going to focus my awareness on the arcane and spend some magic points and give myself arcane awareness.
Okay.
If there is active magic within 10 yards of myself, and I need to make a perception test to detect details about it with the TN equal to the effect's spell power or equivalent. Does anything go off? Is the malaise itself magical?
First off, you have to make sure that the magic works. So what is your TN for that?
So when it says test none, what does that mean?
Test is for like if you do the magic, like it's be the person you're doing it on, if they have to make a test to resist it. So this would be like, say you do like a
Gotcha.
fireball spell or something, that would be what they'd have to pass to not get hurt by it. Because this is on yourself, there's not really a test. that
Gotcha.
you have to-
So I got a 14. The TN is 9.
Okay. And so this is, I believe this is not your fire arcana. This is your other arcana, which
Power
I believe is
arcana,
power
right.
arcana. Yeah. So you don't have a focus in power arcana, but
Right.
your arcana is pretty much all going to be tied into your intelligence.
Right.
So it's just an intelligence roll.
Yep. I got a 14.
Okay. Cool. So it goes off, no problem. You feel it. Your eyes alight too, and you reach out, feeling for the magical effects. You can feel that there is something on the other side of that door to the north that is radiating this magic.
Okay.
But you can't see it because the door is still closed, even though Jillian just unlocked it.
Okay. Before you open the door, I will warn you. Whatever it is that's radiating this strange effect that appears to affect all of you, but not me, is on the other side of that door.
Like, then I will stab it.
Huzzah!
Sure. If I were to ward,
I mean, is he allowed to let us say it? No.
doing a ward on somebody now wouldn't give them a recheck against what's affected them, right?
I wouldn't think so,
Okay.
but what does the wording of that say?
So you get +2 against tests to resist spells until the end of the encounter.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so in this specific case, it wouldn't affect them against the malaise that's already going on,
Right.
but if anything new happens, it would.
Okay, I have a talent that might also help with that kind of
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, are we in an encounter? Can I cast something preemptively before we get into an encounter? If this is
What are you
left-
looking to try to do?
I have a thing called Command, where I can basically boost everybody's willpower by 1
Nice.
for the rest of the encounter. I just don't know what exactly makes
Right.
it. an encounter.
Well, in Fantasy Age, an encounter can be a number of different things. There's social encounters, there's exploration encounters, combat encounters. I would think realistically, in the way that these are worded, I think it probably would be for like a combat. I guess you could say, like if there's something actually actively going on, like in terms of a fight or something. Just because of the time frame of how long those would last, I don't think it would really affect right now. But
Just wondering if I could like raise everybody's spirits before we go in that door, just in case there's something scary on the other side, rather than wait until we encounter it. But if you have
does
to
it say how long it lasts? I mean, maybe you
This
are.
is until the rest of the encounter.
Okay. Yeah, because the situation would be like right now you guys are at exploration encounter, so if you did it now, technically by the rules, if you entered in and then a combat broke out, you would lose it. You know what I mean? So that's why it's got to be separated out into what kind of encounter it would be.
No problem.
I feel like that would be a fun sea shanty.
Totally.
You know, like
might be.
sea shanty, and everybody's spirits are like, "Oh yeah, we can do anything. This is amazing."
That's right. We're past break. So Matt, you had to have made a sea shanty. So for this combat that probably
right.
will break out here any minute now, I need you to be able to have that ready when you cast your spell.
What do you
So
do with an undead soldier? What do you
Oh,
do
he's-
with an undead soldier? What do you do with an undead soldier? Early in the morning,
I love
pop
it.
on the head and light 'em on fire.
It seems derivative of something now. I don't know.
Yeah,
Light 'em on fire. Early in the morning.
nice. If we had inspiration in this game, you would have earned it, my friend. All right, yeah, beautiful, beautiful stuff. So, what do you guys like to do here?
Through the
Open the door. Yep, go through.
Just gonna Leroy Jenkins right through this door.
That seems to be what this crew is like.
Absolutely. Cool. All right, so you guys, the door is open, and as you guys open through the door, we're going to jump on the map here for a second. I'm changing this layout a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong button. I don't know if this map's even up. Do you have this map even up, Jeremy? I don't know. Did you do that?
Yeah. If it's the
nice.
same one.
Cool. What a guy. Yes, as you open into the chamber, you see that there is a chamber here, that there are 4 spokes coming from each corner of the room that are coming in towards a central recession upon the floor. And as you step into the room, there are these strange people who step in to each of these 4 corridors. They look like they are humanoid serpents. They have scales and ophidian features, and as they look about the room, you see a 5th figure up towards the front where there seems to be a dais of some sort. On the dais is a skeletal body, bones that are arranged like a figure lying straight upon this sacrificial altar. And the figure, whose back is to you, slowly turns, and as this weird cultist turns, you're going to see that he is wearing dark black robes, and on his face, obscuring all of his features, is a bright golden featureless mask. He looks at you all as you enter within. Oh, company, I see. Well, if you have found your way into the Brotherhood of the Unspeakable One's chambers, you will certainly perish this day. Velocians, attack! And he puts his hand forward, and the serpent people come out of the corridors, closing in amongst you all. You can see that some of them wield some sort of strange serrated bone knives, and others are bare-handed. So with that, we're going to need to roll initiative, y'all. So let's start. I'm going to read the order that you guys were in before, and then we'll put you in the new order after that. So Ash, what is your initiative this time?
13.
13. Nariman.
12.
Oh. Jillian.
13.
Okay. Roman? Muted? You muted?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No. I meant to do that, Kevin. I was testing you.
I rolled an 11.
11. Cool. And Gregor?
12.
12.
And doubles don't count on this, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they count for the score, but you don't get any stunting points.
Yeah.
Now, this is interesting. There are 6 rolls here. We've got 2 13s, 2 12s, and 2 11s. I love that. I love everything about that. So, Ash and Jillian, which one of you has a higher dexterity or perhaps focus in initiative?
I have a
Dexterity
4
of.
30.
3,
Okay,
and you
so
have a
you
4?
went on Dex. I've got 3, and I've got the specialty on initiative. So, sounds like Jillian goes first.
Okay, so Jillian, and then Ash. And out of the 12s, Gregor or Nariman, same question. You have a 2, you have a 0, so that'll be Nariman. And then it will be our good friend Gregor. And with the 11, Roman, I'm going to let you go first because you are a PC, and then the baddies are going to go last. That is great for you guys. Okay, so combat has been started. Jillian, you are ready. You see these guys, you kicked in that door, you're ready to kick some
Boy.
ass and take some names. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. I am going
And you
to.
guys can move around your figures too. I just lumped you in there. You can put yourselves where you want
Yeah.
to be in the room here.
I am going to actually target the guy in the back
Okay.
and go up and stab him.
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna do a little stabby.
All right, so you rush through the room and up to him to stabby, slicey dicey.
Uh, 13.
A 13 will hit him.
Yes. Okay.
Yay!
And I'm gonna do 7 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. You're just attacking with a dagger.
I like
With-
them apples.
With a short sword.
Short sword, that's right. Yep. So yeah, you rush forward towards this guy with the mask, and as you do, he sees you coming. He just looks like he's ready to intercept you, and as you come up, you slice and stab, and you swish through part of his cloak and connect with part of his side. He just, as you bury the dagger, you turn and pull it out, and there is a little bit of a shadowy shimmer about him, but doesn't seem to do anything. He just looks really creepy.
Creeper. I'm gonna say
Creep.
creeper. Keep your hands off everybody here.
That's it. And Ash, you're going to be up next.
Oh, I'm definitely take the head of the snake, so to speak. And we're gonna attack him.
Nice.
Got both my weapons out. Not a good roll. 9.
9. Okay. You do the same thing. You rush in to try to attack him. Unfortunately, as you do, he swirls and he kicks his cloak up in between the two of you, and he obscures your vision for a second. And as your stab goes through, as his cloak falls back out of the way, it has been deflected off to the side. But Nariman, you're up.
All right. I'm going to glance at the one who's right next to me, and my eyes begin to flicker a little, and my skin slowly through the pores, flame begins to flicker, and a shield of flame surrounds me.
Nice.
If someone attacks me, they get burned. That is a major action to do that, so I am done.
Okay. What's your TN to roll for that?
Oh, right. 12.
Okay. So you're going to roll Intelligence, Fire, Arcana.
Good thing I have bonuses. 14.
Okay, that's enough to do it. So yeah, it does go off. Yeah, you are wreathed in fire that absorbs into your form, and yeah, anybody who attacks you is going to take some damage.
And then we're like, hey, snake is delicious.
Oh. I love it. Taunting all over
Right.
the place. Okay, so that is going to last, Nariman, for a number of minutes equal to your willpower score. What's your willpower?
3.
3. Nice. 3 minutes. So that pretty much be the whole fight, unless something crazy happens.
Let's hope so.
All right, Gregor, you can tell that you are in an unholy place. This is a dark ritual. This is a cultist of some sort. You know that you have to put these people down. So what do?
I am going to move up basically right in that square behind Jillian and next to the captain. And I am going to once again kind of pound my Morning Star on the nearest race surface I can find. And do another one. Strength and courage, me hearties! Hearts of gold, minds of steel. May your blades fly swift and true, and may your fiery magics consume all.
Yes.
Try once more to do Hero's Might.
Cool.
You've got this.
That's a little bit better. 6. $12, and it matches my TN. So
Okay, then it'll be successful. Yep.
And that means that I can infuse 2 targets with willpower, and basically their next melee or ranged attacks. No, until the end of the encounter, you guys are going to get a +1 to melee and ranged attacks. And I'm going to give this to,
Nice.
just because we know that these rogues are deadly, I'm going to give it to Jillian and Roman.
Nice. Cool. I love that.
Sorry, Captain, but we know how our
That's
rogues
okay.
are.
Jillian is here. I always put a little marker on you guys so you have a light blue ring around you now to know that you have that. So we don't forget. Cool. All right. I love that. All right, Roman, you feel emboldened. You feel insurged with energy. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go over here to this guy
Which guy? The
right
the
here.
leader guy?
No, this
Oh,
guy.
the serpent guy. Good
The
choice.
serpent guy.
Yes, 2 of those serpent people come in behind you and they start moving it towards you, and you move to intercept one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna attack this guy.
Cool.
I'm gonna attack this guy super duper hard. So that is a 13 plus 15. 15 with doubles on the 5s.
Okay.
So 3 points.
All right. So your stunt points is 5, or it's a different number?
Stunt point is 3.
Cool. All right. On your stunt die, you are going to do 3 points. So yeah, you would hit. You're going to have 3 stunting points for this attack.
All right, really quick. Is their dex higher or lower than mine? My dex is 2.
Ooh, that's a good question. Do you have an ability that lets you be able to know that?
To know, does it say, but pinpoint attack once per turn as long as my dex is higher than the target's dex, I can add an additional 1d6 damage.
Okay.
On the
Yeah, it's a
specific attack.
little bit of a meta rule, and that's fine. I can tell you that your dexterity is in fact higher than theirs. Yep.
Cool, so that's 1 more d6, and then
Nice.
I'm gonna use a one of my stunt points for a mighty blow, so that'll inflict an extra d6. on my
Excellent.
attack. So that's 4d6 right now.
Ooh, yes, love that.
And attack. So that is 8, 10, 13 plus 2, 15 points of damage on this guy.
Plus your
Brutal.
1 for my spell.
Oh, so
Yes.
16 points of damage.
Nice. Yes, your blade swipes it around and it stabs through the guy, and he does hiss as you hit into him. He doesn't quite drop just yet, but he did not like that at all. You can see that he is quite wounded now. He's thinking twice about maybe coming at you a little bit more.
Add 3, so that's 1. Drop that. And then
10-point
Yeah.
attack.
and then I'll just he said I could use as many, so I'll use another stunt point for stay. Yeah, I'll just use it for stay aware. I could take a
Okay.
moment to make sure that I'm mindful of everything that's happening around me.
Yeah,
Make it
okay.
a TN 11. Oh, that's
Yeah, make a perception
10.
test real quick.
Yeah, perception. So that 9, 10.
10.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not quite sure. I mean, it's such a moment. There's a lot going on. You're kind of going to focus on this guy. He's fast. He's very agile. You know it's going to take all of your might against him, so you're really focusing on him. So you don't really notice some other stuff going on around you, but you know, there's time. There's time.
That's fine. Alrighty.
Okay.
And then that's just
Love it.
my turn.
Cool. All right. So that serpent person who is up in your grill there, Roman, he's going to attack you right back. He comes at you with a slashing claw attack. It's going to be a 15 to hit.
15 hits, yes.
Okay. You are going to take 5 points of damage as he just rakes across your upper arm. And as that happens, the one that is behind from the other direction comes in to flank you from the other side. He's going to attack as well. Okay. 6, 6, 4 is a 16 plus his 2. That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah,
So-
pretty nice, yeah.
That will give him 4 stunt points then. So what he is going to do is he is going to actually move this a little bit. So I can see what I'm doing. He is also going to do a mighty blow. So he's going to do an extra d6 on the attack. Okay, so you're going to take 12 points of damage from the mighty blow, and that is going to be that. And as you get hit, the other 2 points of his stunt, as he hits you, he hooks in underneath your leg, pulls you up, and then drives you down to the floor, so you get knocked prone to the floor between the two of them. But you're not out of the fight quite yet. There are the other two. They come in to get around your opponents. One comes in towards you, Gregor. He is going to miss because a 9's not going to hit you. And then one is going to attack you, Ash, because you're standing right there. And against you, however, it's going to be a 11, which probably misses 2, I believe, right?
Yep, I've got a 13 defense.
Yeah, so the two in the top, they come in to try to triangulate around you all with the cultist there, and they miss. The cultist guy, he begins to gesture and gesticulate with his hands, and as he does so, there is weird black energy, and lanced within it are strange motes of golden light, and his mask begins to flicker with the golden light. And as he does so, he's going to roll to see if it works first off. His target number is 13. 6 plus 5 plus 4. That is going to be 15, so that's going to be the target number. I need everybody within 12 yards, which is 6 squares. So everybody in the room, please, who are basically the party, please make a willpower self-discipline roll.
14 with double sixes. And 6
Nice.
Stunt, 6 stunt.
Question: the three ones. Is that's bad, right?
That's pretty much a botch. That unfortunately would mean that, yeah, you're going to be in a bad shape right now, but we'll see how that goes.
Oh, I got a 3, 2, 1, so that's exciting.
Nice.
Oh my god.
So I'm sorry. So Adela, you got the 3, 3 ones?
Mhm, mhm.
Oh no! And then he got 3, 2, 1.
I got 8 total.
Yeah.
Oh boy. What did you get, Jeremy? Nariman, what did you get?
17 with double 4s.
Okay, and then finally, what did you get, Roman?
I got a 11.
Okay, both I'm sorry, not Roman. Excuse me. Both Nariman and Ash are okay. Basically, what happens is everyone else in the room, you're going to feel this dark magic cloy about you, and you can feel that your combat abilities are somewhat compromised. As the cultist, the part you can see is just his exposed mouth. He gets a wicked grin on his face. You will see the fate of those who wish to interlope upon our plans. And that is his turn as he does Puppets of Fate, which is a magical spell.
Sounds bad.
You see.
Sounds really bad.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So,
Happy.
with that being said, it's going to be back to the top. So, Jillian, what would you like to do?
Again, like to stabby the cultist. I'm aiming for his hand.
Ooh. Cool.
12 plus 12 plus 4.
Yeah, 12. Okay, well, yeah, 12 plus 4, 16, and you can use your pinpoint attack. So, her dex, I assume, is higher than this guy's.
It is.
4. You get an extra 1d6 to your damage. Yep.
Nice.
3, 4. Yeah, 4 damage.
4 damage.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay. So as you do that, as you begin to gesture forth and stab out with that sword, I need you to please re-roll that. As you feel fate pulls you like a puppet out of the moment for a brief
Damage
moment.
or the attack roll.
The attack roll.
Ooh, even better. We got so that'd be 13. Oh yeah, 17 plus 4. All right. No, that's not right. Hold on.
Right, so you rolled higher this time, basically?
You rolled higher, and this one's got doubles.
Well, that's fine. We'll go with the one that is the worst result, which was the first one. So what was the damage on that first roll?
That was 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, yeah. So yeah, as the fate begins to pull away at you, you fight through it and you guide your blade straight again, and you stab into the guy. You slice across his forearm. He does lose his concentration for a brief moment, but he's not quite out of it yet. Ash, you are up.
Right, and I'm gonna activate my dual weapon style, so
Ooh, yeah.
that way it negates that -1 to the attacks from earlier.
Perfect, yeah.
Okay, so I got 7 plus 4, so 21 with double 6s, 5 stun points.
Okay, yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
that's how this looks.
with 5 stun points, we're going for the lethal blow. Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Got to.
All right. So, so 12, 21 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
Wow, nice.
All right.
Double 6s on the damage.
Oh, brutal. Okay. So yeah, you slam into him with your sword, slicing across him, and he is not liking that. He looks very, very weakened at this point. I could use the Puppets of Fate. I'll wait though. He didn't like that at all. Okay.
Well, and I was
Merriman.
one of the ones not affected too, so.
That is true. That's why.
I was
That's why
not
I didn't use
affected.
it. I knew that. That's why I didn't use it. Nariman, you are up, sir.
So just a quick question. With stunt points that you accumulate, you can only use them on the roll that you did, right? They go away immediately after that? Okay.
Yeah, they go away on your next turn, yeah.
Noticing that my brain just turned off. I apologize. Roman. Yes. Thank you, Brian. Notice that Roman has been one knocked prone, but also is being ganged up on back there. I'm going to reach down and pull out a vial, which looks like it has some swirling, cloudy mixture inside of it. I'm going to shake it up real fast and then throw it at the one that on the screen. It's the one on the right-hand side next to Roman.
Gotcha.
Oh! Double 6s for 17.
Oh, yeah.
6 on the stunt die.
Oh, yeah.
First, I'm going to roll 2d6. So this is a thunder vial. I'm assuming that does thunder damage.
Yeah, like it
okay.
explodes. It's like a explosionary frag grenade type of deal.
So that's 7 damage to his head.
Okay. Oh, yes.
And I gotta look at the stunts real quick. Sorry.
That's okay.
Would I be using combat or standard spell for this because it's an alchemy thing?
I would say you could really kind of use either, realistically. Yeah, you could use an arcane stunt, a spell stunt, as it were. within reason. Like, you couldn't use like fast casting because you didn't really cast it, but you could do something like, well, realistically, like Lethal Arcana does extra damage. I mean, actually, kind of looking at them, a lot of them don't really make sense because you're through this.
Right. Can I use Kaboom off of combat, which technically it's like adding a grenade to it, but instead of that, could I have it like spread and hit the other one as well, since they're standing next to each other, but because Roman is on the ground, not hitting Roman?
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Sweet. Should I re-roll the damage for that other one, or do the...
We'll just have it be the same.
Seven.
What was,
Okay.
What's the damage?
7.
7. Yep. Yeah, they will take 7 damage. So the one that is kind of semi-standing over Roman, the one he already hit, gets emulated and falls backwards and burning and just shrieking as it falls down to the ground. The one that is between the two of you, as you hit it, it explodes. Part of its like robes or whatever start to catch on fire. It starts looking around, trying to put itself out. It looks like it's panicking quite a bit. I love that. Very cool.
So I still have 3 points left. I can still use those?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Sweet. I will, I'm going to do... I'm going to do defensive stance, so I'm going to up my defense by 2 until the beginning of my next turn.
Love that. Perfect. Cool.
Thanks.
You do have one more? You want to do anything else? Do you want to...
Oh, I can. Yeah, I'll do rapid reload to immediately reload a missile weapon.
Nice. So yeah, you chuck it and then you pull out another one real fast.
Nice.
Very cool. Alrighty. Gregor. What'd you have to do?
Roman, are you pretty bad? Wise?
Sure. I could take this guy out, but yeah, sure.
Out. Oh, you got 2. The other one's not totally dead. Did you totally?
There is the. And I meant to. Forgot we were removing them as we did. So this guy's dead. This, the other guy here, he's injured. He's quite injured.
Okay. Is that like a altar or something in front of me, or is that just carvings on the floor, like between me and that?
In this area here,
yeah,
it's just carvings on the floor.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to charge the one that's next to Roman.
Nice. Oh.
And that gives me an extra +1 to my attack roll. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to swing my Morning Star for 8. 11. For 15.
To hit? Yep, that will.
Yep. Okay, and I rolled a 6, so 7 damage.
Oh, yeah. You crash down into him and you brain him. He's on fire and you drop him to the rest of the ground. He is out of it as well.
And then on my minor action, I'm going to reach down to Roman and heal him as I do so.
Ah, yes. All right, roll that intelligence healing check. Test.
Not the world's greatest. I got 2 1s and a 2, and an extra 1 for my intelligence. So, yeah. 3. I got 5.
Okay, so it's not quite going to do some healing, but you do help him up to his feet, though. You can tell that he feels, we got teamwork going, but you're not quite healed quite yet, but you are up. Roman, you are up on your feet now.
So no increase to the health points, right?
No, not currently. Sorry about that.
All right. No, that's all right. I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on my feet.
You are. Yep.
Aha! And then I just charge this one.
Serpent guy right ahead of you. Nice.
So, and that'll be a. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one.
Sanity was not a requirement to be a part of this group.
No, never. 14. Avast.
Yeah, you come surging forward, and your sword bites into this guy too.
And that was double 6s with a 2 on the dice, by the way.
Okay, yeah, so cool. You got 2 stun points then.
2 stun points, and I'm gonna immediately use those stun points. I'm gonna use it for a lightning attack, but this first one is gonna be
Well, lightning attack is 3 points. A 3-point stun.
Oh, which one am I looking at? I say 2. Oh. That's what the updated. Okay, yeah, cool. That's fine. That's fine. And I want to use it anyway.
Want to use that anyway?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it anyway. So I have 2 points, right? So I'll just do another mighty blow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, another D6 damage. I love that.
So that's another 4d6 again
Ooh.
for the pinpoint.
Yes.
Plus what, 2?
Whatever your strength is.
No,
Should
I
be
mean, the +1 from the charge, and then the +1 from Gregor's.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, I misunderstood what you were asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it always.
So that is double 5, 10, 12, 13, 15, 17 points of damage.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so you surge forward, your sword stabs into this guy's chest and flicks up through the top of him, and he just splits and falls down around you.
Yes. Yes.
So who's next?
You were saying? No. Awesome. Oh, cool. Back to the baddies. Now, there is one serpent person remaining. He is up in the battle still with Ash, so he's going to attack her again. Okay. Oh, jeez, that's terrible. That's an 8 plus 2. That's not going to do it with a 10. However, the cultist guy, he is going to begin to gesture as well. And what he is going to do is, you see, let me get to the right page here. Hang on a second. Target number, he gestures a different way, and he is going to actually have what looks like dark tendrils of electricity lance out of his fingertips directly at the 2 that are directly in front. Well, how many can he hit? Let's see. 1 visible character, so I'm glad I read. I don't want to cheat. So he's going to attack. We'll have it be Jillian right there in front of him, because she sliced him pretty good.
But using your stupid hands.
Right. The TN is 11. Let's see. He got 6, 6, 4, 6 stunt points. Oh no, Jillian. Okay. You are going to take from that jolt. That electricity lances out. It surges into you. Make a Constitution stamina test, please.
11.
Okay. You do take 2 points of penetrating damage. Now, what penetrating damage does is it bypasses your armor rating. So you take 2 points of damage as the energy surges into you. And with that check, you have to make the stamina test to make sure you don't become stunned. However, you didn't pass, so you do become stunned. So basically, you cannot take a major action for your turn that's coming up. So you basically can only do a minor action, as you pretty much are standing there like, getting zapped.
That's what happens, young Skywalker.
Yes.
Hands.
Yeah, it's basically, he's doing,
Hands.
and that is him. He is going to take a step back, however. He wants to get out of melee with you guys. So he does come back in over here behind the bones on the altar. And that is it. There's not really attacks of opportunity. That's what some of your stunt kind of things can do. So he does just kind of move back there out of the way. Cool. That is that. All right, back to the top. Jillian, you are getting zapped. Yeah, so you're sitting there like, and you can take a minor action. So you can still try to move. You can try to aim. You can try to do something a little bit different, but you can't really attack or run away.
I'm gonna in my mind just like aim. His stupid hands, right? Just stupid. He doesn't need them. So I'm like setting myself up for like, those things have got to go.
Guy in his stupid hands. Who needs hands anyway?
Who needs those things?
Nice.
Who needs them?
Okay, and Ash, over
yeah.
on the other side here. What do you do?
Running over.
Ooh, just
No
give it
messing
chase.
with my crew.
Yes, love it.
Nice. 12.
12?
Mhm.
Yep, 12 hits him.
Ooh, nice. 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh, Oh, nice. Cool. You move forward and you slide kind of half up over that altar where the bones are. You kind of slide across it, kind of like Starsky and Hutch sliding across the hood of a car. You slide over onto the top of it and run over, and your sword comes down and you stab through his leg and wrench it free, and he falls to a knee. You will not defeat the unspeakable one, as he yells at you. But he's hurt. He's really hurt. And Nariman, you can tell this guy is hurt. However, there is a serpent person right in your face.
Well, that serpent person is free to hit me, or try to, or whatever. I'm gonna take this vial that I pulled out at the end of last turn, and I'm gonna lob it at the cultist's head.
Nice.
Something about his voice is just really grating on my nerves. That's a 13?
A 13 hits him.
Oh, nice. This one is the blast. Is that fire?
Yeah, it's just gonna be like a blast of fire around because you're throwing this. It might hit Ash, just so you know.
I'm
Because
okay.
the last one's gonna explode.
Gotcha.
I'm okay.
Okay, I'm trying to throw it on
I don't like
in a
this guy.
manner
Kill
that
him.
tries to
Kill him
not to,
hard.
but it's going to do 6 points of damage to his head.
Okay, because it does do a blast. Let's have Ash real quick make
Is this
a
blast?
I'm sorry.
Is that arcane blast?
No,
No, it's the it's like a vial. He's got like little alchemical vials he throws around. So it explodes and like little fire liquid shoots out. It's like he threw a Molotov at this guy, basically.
Cool.
Ash, let's have you do a test to see if you it's just a dexterity. I guess dexterity would be the best.
11 plus 3, so 14.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you move out of the way. You don't get emulated as you duck out of the way as it explodes up around his head. And there is a little bit of some like flaming liquid that douses down around you, but doesn't hit you though, so you're okay. Nice. So, what was the damage on that, Nariman?
7.
7. And Ash, as you look up towards this cultist, you see him burning as this Molotov is just burning about his face. You can see that golden mass that he has is starting to melt down his face, and screaming, he falls back to the floor of the sanctum and eventually stops screaming as he is gone as well. That strange effect that you all felt that pulled out at you, the puppets of fate that was causing you all to not be as effective, fades away as he dies, and Jillian stops being zapped.
Never messed with the crew of the Wailing Sturgeon.
That's right.
That's right.
There should be a song about that. Gregor,
you turn to see the cultist guy die. You see that there is, in fact, one serpent person remaining in the room. It looks like it is taking stock of what's happened here. It's starting to slowly back away trepidatiously. It looks like it's still it's still angry, but it's not. It's like more like slowly backing up, looking at all of you.
Gotcha. Now, are those hallways off to the side there, or is that like steps? Like,
Yeah,
do I go up and over, or do I have to kind of go through?
Yeah, this map doesn't really show it that well, but these areas down in whoops, that's the wrong button. I'm sorry. The like these areas down in here, these are like hallways that go off into like other chambers and stuff. So yeah, it's trying to.
I don't really want to try to go through Nariman. I'm going to just step up in between. See, Jillian, you're hurt. Nariman, did you take any damage?
I don't think so.
Okay, I know Roman definitely did.
Nope.
I'm going to go ahead and step up in between, basically right where I was before. Yep, and I'm going to do my healing touch on Roman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 11, 14. So that beats my 10.
Cool.
I'm going to go ahead and spend. Why not? Let's go ahead and spend 3 magic points. And you're going to get 11 hit points back, Roman.
Nice.
And then I'm going to try to do my minor action heal on Jillian.
Nice. Go ahead and roll that up. That's an intelligence healing. Excuse me.
I am one short of making that work. 'Cause that's a
Oh.
11, right?
Yeah, I think it's at 11 you have to roll.
Yep, rolled a 10. So.
Okay.
So close.
It's so close. That's right. You tried. That's the important thing. But yes, and you're all able to converge on this serpent person. If you want to try to take them down, the next person up is Roman, feeling rejuvenated. You see this serpent person is slowly backing away. I mean, they're not cowering or anything like that, but
So I run up. The camera pans down on my feet as I do like a Power Ranger jump.
yeah, okay,
It
okay.
zooms down to do a Power Ranger jump, leap over Nerman, land, and say and attack.
Nice.
This feller.
All right, let's see it.
Shaboing. That is nice. 14 points.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, I'm no, not 14. 16, 17.
Oh yeah, that would work too.
Yeah, double sixes, 6 on the stunt die.
All right, so how do you take this guy out? How does this look? Let's tell you, because you're obviously gonna do a crap ton of damage right now. So
Yeah, because I'm gonna do 2d6 for the lethal blow.
nice.
2d6 normal damage, and then 1 more d6 for the pinpoint attack.
Excellent.
Can I add else on this just because? No, I can't. That's fine. So that's 5d6.
Excellent.
So yeah, do the Power Ranger jump.
Okay.
Leap over as I arc over Nerman, land, strike a pose, and say, well, seems like your time is up, and just attack. This is gonna be that's 11, 12, 14, 16, 18 plus 20 points of damage.
I love everything about that. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, as you hit this guy, yeah, you drive him down to the floor. You actually watch as he drops, and there is a strange calm that comes over the room as the battle is ended. You all are safe and have defeated these foes. As you look over, that weird glowing that was about the skeleton is vanished at this point. You can see whatever they were doing with it is no longer in effect.
I'm assuming this is our ghostly captain's corpse.
It certainly seems so.
Does it have like a tricorn hat stuck to its skull?
Yeah, well, say yeah, it's got the hat on still. Yeah, it's recognizable as the captain for sure,
Gather up his bones so we can take him back, and make our way back to the ship. Since we don't, we made pretty good time down here, but we should probably get out.
Yeah. In my best Gregor voice, I'll sing, "Don't mess with the crew of the Whaling Sturgeon. Don't mess with the crew of the Whaling Sturgeon."
So the crew of the Whaling Sturgeon.
Ah!
Well, we're gonna kill ya.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, you guys do. You collect up the bones, and with your nice water breathing abilities that you have from the scroll, you make your way back up to the surface. And when you do, you find the captain waiting for you. I want to wish and thank you all for doing such a grand thing. Now, if you would just take me bones back to my native land of Freeport, I would finally be laid to rest. And he floats on over to your ship, where you all return. And in this last little moment, what do you all do before you push off and do that final little jaunt of the journey towards the Serpent's Teeth and towards Freeport?
Well, just before we leave this area, I cover the captain up with a little blankie as he's leaning against the steering wheel of the ghost ship as we sail away and leave them behind. And
I was
then
gonna s-
I like stand at attention next to Ash, who's now the actual captain of this ship.
Nice. Okay. All right.
I double check with the captain if there's a particular temple he'd like us to take his bones to. For interment.
He tells you that he follows Haramast, the god of the sea, and that he's a local pirate god, I guess you could say, that is in Freeport, and that would be where he'd like to go. There is a man in charge there named Peg Leg Pete Pellegro, who would be happy to lay his bones to rest.
Julian just gives him a great big hug.
Does
You
it?
could have been my
Do
father.
you go through?
He goes, well,
Right.
the bones. You could have been my father. You could have been.
Aye, lass, I could have been. I wish that I were, but you will find your father someday. Soon enough, I'm sure.
Then I'm just looking through some like crates and some bags and stuff. I find a few potions with
Yeah.
bubbles on them. I'm like, oh, all right. I just put them back in.
It's the water breathing potion you were looking for.
Yeah.
Nice.
We had some. Okay. Know this for next time.
It is good to know. Absolutely. Yes, and so yeah, you sail on towards Freeport, and of course towards another adventure. And that will conclude our journey today into the world of Fantasy Age, y'all.
Nice.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you all so much for playing. I love Fantasy Age. It's one of my favorite systems to play, and this is a nice little taste for everybody out there.
And just
those
to,
of you at home,
sorry,
Oh,
just
go
to
ahead.
clarify, this is
Yeah.
first edition, right? And second edition is like up for pre-order.
second edition is up for pre-order. It's like basically what they've done is when they had first edition, the basic rule book, as they would say, they basically had a bunch of different supplemental stuff. What they've done for the second edition is they've condensed it all, added a few new rules, things like fortune and things like actually making roles that affect, like you can have like a party dynamic where you add to your roles. You can have different types of cinematic effects, new types of stunts. The stunts are actually baked into specific classes. So like we noticed today, a lot of people were doing pinpoint attack. That's a talent type of class ability. But like lethal blow and things like this are actually baked into fighter martial types. That way, characters who tend to use the same stunts over and over and over kind of have that as a class feature now, so you can do more exciting, cool things. But it's awesome. You should check it out. You can get it on Green Ronin's website, and actually anything on Green Ronin's website. If you use the the code GK Hero, all caps, you can actually get a discount and help support the channel here. And yeah, we'd love for you guys to do that. So let's go around real quick. Let's say goodbye to everybody, tell everybody who we were, and wish everybody fare thee well until the next we get to play. So again, I was Kevin. I was your game master today. I can be found online at the socials at KevRan Games, and I am part of the production crew here at Wanderers Haven. And we'll be doing more of these. There's lots more we get to play, including next month we are playing Avatar Legends, the new Avatar The Last Airbender role-playing game. So that'll be pretty cool. So be ready for that. But yeah, this is awesome, and I'm sure you'll see us with some other stuff. I know Jeremy's got some stuff planned. Nico's got some stuff planned coming up on the 31st. He's starting his Eastera game, which I am a part of.
Me too.
Jeremy is a part of, and that's going to be hella cool, super high level stuff. So yeah, thank you everybody. So let's have Christine. Let's go in reverse order this time. Christine, thank you for joining. This was a great time having
Thank
you
you
on
for
here.
having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you very
joining
much
us.
for having me. Yes. Again, I'm Christine, and I on Twitch Wednesdays and Saturdays 4 to 8, SteenGeek01, and I tend to play ESO, but I do play other games, and I am always happy to stop if people want to talk RPGs, nerdy topics, whatever. I can look stuff up.
Oh yeah. Very cool. Yeah, it's a fun channel. Yeah, she's got lots of cool videos there. So yeah, I'm glad that you're here. Hopefully you'll be stopping by to do some more stuff with us over here.
That would be awesome.
That'd be great. So very cool. Sid, hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for playing again, man. It's always good to share a table with you. So tell everybody at home where they can find you.
Well, you can find me on the socials at _Sundance Sid. Also, sometimes here on this channel where I jump in everywhere and anywhere. Find me, whoever, reach out a hand. I'm friendly.
Did I see recently it was your birthday?
Yeah, my birthday was what's today? Sunday. It was Thursday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
Reach out. Let's have a chat.
Yeah. Sid will be back, of course.
Right?
Always.
All right. Now sharing a screen, Adela and Matt, hi. If you guys could tell us who you are, what you're all about. You both play Star Trek
Adela?
Adventures with Jeremy and I. And with Sid, too. I forgot. We got the whole side of the screen here.
Right.
Play Star Trek. So, what else are you guys up to?
Oh gosh, well, I make children's clothing and costume and look after the sweet, adorable little one. You will find me at this sweet little one over here, eating her baby mom.
Hi, baby.
High five her.
You'll find me at Bella V Clothing on Instagram, and also if you, I guess, want to hunt me down personally, Craft Ninja 1216 also on Instagram, and you can look at cute pictures of our daughter because she's adorable. We think so.
Amazing.
And I'm Matt Workman. And yeah, you can find me at Workin Man, W0RKINMAN on Twitter and Instagram. Also play Star Trek Adventures regularly. Our next adventure for that, if anybody's interested in tuning in, is going to be on June 10th.
10th, yeah.
At 7 p.m. our time, which is 9 Eastern.
Yeah, it'd be 9 p.m. Eastern, yeah. Time zones.
Anybody's at all interested in Star Trek, we're on our 6th episode of that, and things are getting pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, to say the least.
Oh boy.
We might have been forced to do a coup last week, or last time, but things happen, right? Awesome. Yeah, it was awesome to see you two again, and
Always a pleasure.
Can't wait to play with you.
Really nice meeting you, Christina.
Yeah,
Hopefully we'll get to play
absolutely.
again soon.
Nice meeting you guys. All two.
All right, Jeremy, take us home, buddy. Who are you? What are you doing? Besides looking awesome and debonair right now.
Killing it.
I'm Jeremy. You can find me here on this channel. Sometimes, most of the time. But now there's new people that are showing up on this channel too. I'm not those people, but I'm probably on with those people. You can find me on Twitter at WHPubs. And what else was I going to say? So yeah, there's Star Trek on the second Saturday of next month. We have the premiere of Ashland, which is another Modiphius 2D20 system. Is going to be on June 3rd at 9 p.m. That's going to be fantastic this Thursday. No set time yet, so keep an eye out on Twitter or here. Subscribe here, and you can get the notifications. I'm going to be doing a solo play of Dragon Dowser, which is a solo journaling game where you rescue dragon eggs. It's freaking adorable. I think they go live on Kickstarter on Tuesday, the 23rd.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure. So keep an eye out for all of that as I'm sharing the news. I think you already said Astera on the 31st. I think that's all the things for now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this was great. So, yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Again, if you want to play some Fantasy Age, go check out greenronin.com. If you want to use the promo code GKHero, all caps, you can get a discount. Help us out. And, yeah, this was a lot of fun.
Yay!
Real quick, Jeremy, before we leave, who are we raiding, man? Where are we sending all of the people today before we pass out here?
You asked the good questions. Let's find
I
out.
asked them all. Keeping Jeremy honest over here.
Right?
So many great folks out there in the TTRPG community. We want to watch them all. We got to catch them all. They're like Pokemon, you just got to catch them all.
They are like Pokemon. Let's raid Table Story.
Table Story, I love
Raid
it.
Table Story.
What are they working on right now? They got a game they're playing, or are they doing something different?
What did it say? Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure it said tabletop RPGs. So I'm not totally sure what they're streaming. We're about to find out.
Well, I'm sure it's awesome, as usual. So cool. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you all soon.
Cool.
Have a blessed day. And join us next time when we get to play ...
Avatar.
Yes, Avatar! Yeah.